All right, it says I'm live, and here we go. The View of Drew and DJ Mexicano, hello there. I'm doing okay. Hope you guys are doing all right. And like a lot of the streams is pretty much out of the blue because I never know when I'm going to have time to do a stream, so that's why they come out so out of the blue without a lot of build up to it. So the viewer Drew is asking, do you find redeeming qualities in Ghost Rider 1 and 2? For me, they have cool action. I like the first Ghost Rider film. I don't like the second film at all. I don't think the second film has any redeeming features, but the first one, I don't mind as a. I thought it was decent for what it was. Bifer, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. So pretty much just, if you wonder what I'm doing here, I'm editing some stuff together. So I'm kind of trying to multitask around for those wondering what the hell he's doing. Fadi, hello there. I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Uh, I don't remember doing a top 40 action movies. I did a video on my top 40 favorite action films. I don't remember that. What about? Hello there. How are you doing? Hey, DJ Donnelly. Hope you're doing well. I am doing okay, for the moment at least. Also, I'm looking at the screens because it's a bit easier to read than the phone here that I'm using to do the stream. Not really a whole lot, movie news wise to talk about. So I think this is kind of just a free for all stream. I guess is the best way to put it. Oh yeah, okay. I think it was 30. Yeah, his favorite. Yeah, but thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Johnny, I'm sorry to hear that. Wish you all the best. Again, very sorry to hear that, Johnny. Definitely wishing you the best in that. Again, very sorry to hear about that. How would you rank the Indiana Jones movies? Raise the Lost Ark, Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Temple of Doom. Because I think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is underrated. And I like Temple of Doom, although Kate Capshaw can get on your nerves a bit. So, yeah, as time has gone on, I think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is underrated. So I put that as number 3. Say Raiders, Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, then Temple of Doom. Hey, Frame by Frame, how are you doing? The Awesome God, hello there. Hello, Josh. No problem, Frame by Frame. Thank you for the request. Hey, Jedizilla. Is Tating with Liam Neeson your personal top 30 action films? Of all time, no. Of the past 20 years or whatever, probably. Of all time, I don't know about that. Top five biggest unpopular opinions? I don't know. Every video seems to be an unpopular opinion, so there's no way to list that. Fuck Stranger Things. I'm tired of it. I wish it was over. I wish it was brain dead. I wish Stranger Things would be canceled today, and I'd never have to watch it again. Chinatown, not for me. I prefer other Jack Nicholson films. WRJ, hello there. I don't know if you want me to say your real name, so I'll just say WRJ. Oh, you watched The Hitcher for the first time. That's cool. Great movie. Underrated film. Sucks it doesn't have a Blu-ray in the US. Bullshit. Die with a Vengeance is a good choice. Great choice. I like Die with a Vengeance. I think I saw that in the theaters when I was a kid, so I enjoy that film as well. I don't know anything about the Vince McMahon stuff. I'm out of the loop on that. Oh, hey, Billy Puppet. I don't think I've seen you on here. How YouTube's come corporate, guys like you, what YouTube is supposed to be. What, shitty reviewers who have bad video quality and uh, stumble through reviews? If YouTube's about that, then I fit the bill perfectly. But thank you, Billy Puppet. I appreciate that. Practical effects, I mean, that should be the least of the worries for a show or a movie. Good story would help. Hey, Yellow Devil, hope you're doing well. Genesis is way worse than A Good Day to Die Hard. Year of the Dragon, I haven't seen. Have I drawn First Blood? No, they drew First Blood, not me. All of Hollywood drew First Blood, not me. So they made me so mad. Indiana Jones 5 is not needed. If I asked the chat, does anyone want Indiana Jones 5? I bet the majority would say no. So there you go. So then why make it? Oh, money. It's always money. Hey, John Vaz. How are you doing? My name's Daro. Hello there. Hope you're doing well, John Vaz. Hope you're doing well, man. Hi, Alter Ego. Hello to everyone out there. The Vince McMahon stepping down, like I said, I don't know really anything about that. Hey, JL bought the Batman and Stream Prejudice. Cool. So Stream Prejudice is pretty decent. Rest in peace, Powers Booth. Great actor. He's in that movie. You have Michael Ironside. You got William Forsythe. You have Nick Nolte. Thor 4, I have no interest. No interest in Thor 4. I'm pretty tired of comic book movies. I really am. I really truly am. If you're wondering why I keep looking at it here, it's easy to see the chat on the computer again, other than my phone. Elvis, I didn't even see the trailer to the Elvis movie. I might just go watch the Kurt Russell one, directed by John Carpenter. She-Hulk trailer, where the Hulk was scared of She-Hulk. Great, make him more of a baby. I'm afraid my. Hey, True Fire Pink Guy. She-Hulk trailer. I'm not into those Marvel TV shows. I'm not. If people are, more power to them. I'm not into them at all. I'm just tired of comic book stuff. I'm tired of superhero stuff. I know that sounds stupid because I liked the new Batman, but that felt more just like a crime drama. That's one of the things I liked about it. It felt less a superhero and just more of like a crime drama, like true detective type of stuff I would see. I have not played Arkham City. Hey, Banky, hope you're doing well. Most insane fist fight you've seen? That's tough. The ending to the Raid 2 is a pretty good fight. Hulk is getting worse? Yes. You were excited for Kenobi, was disappointed by it? I don't know why you look forward to it, to be honest. I thought it'd be crap, and it proved me right. X, I hated X. X didn't give it to me. If you want to see young woman in old bad makeup killing people after an hour because she's horny, there's X. I didn't see Crash with David Cronenberg. Leprechaun TV show? No. The worst Mission Possible villain? Part 2. Which is funny because that guy was going to be Wolverine, and then that movie went over schedule, so he didn't get the job for Wolverine. So he probably, I doubt he'd make a good Wolverine. WRJ, I thought that was paparazzi trying to take a picture, and they bumped his wife and made his wife trip. If someone made my wife or girlfriend trip because they want to take a picture of me, I would curse them out too, wouldn't you? Or okay, if that was your mom, or if that was your sister, or whatever, you'd be pissed too. I don't think it was fans. I think it was like paparazzi wanting a picture of him. I mean, don't bump into people and trip them over. How about them apples? Yeah, Tom Hanks got a bit of ghetto, a bit fuck off. Good. I ain't Forrest Gump, motherfucker. Forrest Dump, as in I'm going to dump my fist in your face. Hey, Mr. Burglars, hello there. I don't think I've seen you on here before. How are you doing? Yeah, that's true. They are entitled. I mean, maybe I'm one W. Maybe I'm one. Maybe I'm wrong. WRJ. I thought it was paparazzi. Maybe I'm wrong though. Stoner Crazy Clips. Hello there. I haven't seen the Black Phone, although the trailer looked like it gave away the entire movie. I don't care about another Pinocchio movie. They've had enough Pinocchio movies. Killoween, hello there. You enjoyed Jurassic World Dominion? Well, you're the only one, because every single person that's talked to me, every single review, has called that movie dog shit. So you're the only person I've seen Killoween that said Dominion was good. The only person. No, I've not seen Firestar Remake. Viewer of Drew, I think Hans Gruber is the best villain of the ones you listed. You think Hollywood remake Grizzly? Well, I mean, it's just a Killer Bear movie. They've done a lot of Killer Bear films. There was that awful one with Thomas Jane, and wasn't James Marsden in that? Or, no, not James Marsden. Who the hell was it? I can't remember. Maybe it was him. I can't remember. Into the Grizzly Path or something. Grizzly Maze? Into the Grizzly Maze? With a bad CGI bear? Van Damme being in Minions Rise of Gru. I ain't going to see the film. At the Mountains of Madness of Tom Cruise, I don't know anything about that. Ari Aster. Well, ass is part of his name and a fist because he's an ass of a director. Fucking hate Hereditary. Fucking hate Midsommar. I don't understand why. I don't understand the praise those movies have. Hereditary, let's have stupid stuff happen where people don't act like human beings and end with a Burger King crown on someone's head. Midsommar, let's start off with the most goofy MacGyver-esque. Like, let's put all these pipes around the whole damn house like it was a female MacGyver. Jigsaw would be impressed. Mr. Burgles, you get a shout out? Okay. I don't know how to say your name. Burgles? Burgles? Joker 2 being a musical, that's completely idiotic. It doesn't need a sequel. I like the first Joker. Doesn't need a sequel. Making a sequel is stupid. Making a sequel to Joker 2 is stupid. Making a musical is even more stupid. Complete stupidity at its finest. Making my nose itch because I'm allergic to the stupidity. Of course, they make something good, they gotta ruin it. What makes Joker work is that it's a one deal, one and done deal. It's a one and done deal Joker. God damn. They can't be stupid enough. It's Hollywood. They are stupid enough. Oh, thank you, Played Maniac. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did someone say Jigsaw? Yeah, the beginning of Midsommar. Jigsaw would be impressed with all the damn pipes and intricate MacGyver-esque beginning. Carbon monoxide with all these pipes. I'm like, that's not goofy? That's not ridiculous? Do you think they already did remake Charlie's Angels and it flopped? Oh, do you think it'll cause enough? Nah, I mean, that movie's bad, but it's more forgettable bad. I can't remember a damn thing about that movie. Can anyone remember anything about that movie? Exactly. A Logan style Scooby Doo movie, that'd be an awful idea. Scooby Doo works as a kid's film. That's something that works just as a kid's movie. You think Hollywood will remake Snakes on a Plane? No. When do I like the remake more? Played Maniac. I mean, they've done a lot of movies about that. I mean, if Dead Space was a movie, who would you cast for the voice of Isaac? Does age matter? Like, how close do I have to stick to the source material? Voice of Isaac. Because is it just a voice or do you see his face? That's another question. Do you only hear his voice or do you ever see his face? Because in the first game you kind of see his face, but it depends what direction you want to go in, and again, it depends on a voice. I think Ryan Gosling would be a good voice. I think I would want to say Michael Ironside, but that's Sam Fisher. Wrong game. Eli Roth's History of Horror. I have not seen that. I haven't seen the History of Horror. Eric, nothing to be sorry about. Uh, no, I'm not related to Fabio at all. Plus, he's Italian. I'm not Italian. Buffalo 66, I didn't see. Well, The Ring already had a sequel with, wasn't that the one with, or was that The Grudge with John Cho? That was The Grudge. But, I mean, they already had The Ring 2 and Rings that no one remembers. I have nothing personal against Chris Stuckman. I just not into his videos. People love him though, and he's very successful. Congrats on that. I just, when I watch his videos, I get nothing out of it, depth, or I he just does nothing for me. Do you think the Killer in Black Christmas is the most creepiest slasher villain? No. Why do you think anything badass today is considered toxic? It's a good talking point to get impressed by SJWs and go, it's not my problem. I'm not the problem. It's their fault. Because they're afraid that if they did any minute negative press, they'll get fired. I mean, Halloween, you're like the only person that has said good things about the Uncharted movie. To me, it looked garbage. Teach their own. I like Days of Thunder. I think Days of Thunder is a fun movie. Well, they're doing the Last of Us TV show. They're already filming it. Hey, Preminator, I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. I reviewed X, Mike Barrett. I reviewed X. The Unseen. I think I reviewed The Unseen on my channel. Romeo was bleeding. I never saw. The craziest stunt Tom Cruise has done. Probably hanging on the side of the plane and was a Rogue Nation. That was pretty crazy. Didn't see the Northman. I'm not really interested in that time period for movies. Never been into that stuff. I like Alien Isolation. I think it's a really good game. A Logan style fly movie, that wouldn't make any sense. Vanilla Sky I did not care for. I hate the Bourne films. They're stupid. They're inconsequential in their action because they're so shaky and you can't tell anything that's going on. It may be good choreography, but you can't tell because it's so shaky. You can't see anything. And movies like that led to a multitude gluttony of movies having the shaky cam. It was one of the worst things to happen to action films for a good 10 years. So the Bourne films can kiss my ass. Grave Mistake, never even heard of Grave Mistake. Zebra Cakes, I don't know what that is. Write a book on action movies? I'd love to, but I won't even know where to start. I won't know how to have the time to do it. That's a lot of time to put into it. I wouldn't even know how much money it would take, the format, on how to have like posters. I wouldn't know anything, and just that's a lot of time and money. Right on target. Hello there. Why would I see Lightyear? That's the question. Why would I ever see Lightyear? Predator 2 or I Come in Peace, Predator 2. The John Wick films, I love all three. I reviewed all three. I don't give a crap about The Last of Us 2. Favorite Nolte film, 48 Hours. What do you think the plot of Lethal Weapon 5 will be? I don't know, them in a retirement home and bad guys take over the retirement home and they use their, I don't know, crutches to beat them up. I don't know. Lethal Weapon 5 isn't needed. I don't know why people are asking for a Lethal Weapon 5. The Score, The Family, Luc Besson, never seen them. I've gotten a new film, Steven Martinez. If you paid attention to my channel, I did a commentary on Everything Everywhere all but once. I liked that movie. I liked Sonic 2. I liked the new Batman. I liked Jackass 4. What was the new Rescue Rangers film I liked? See, if you keep bypassing all the films I like and you just go to the rants, then you just think I hate everything. That's not my fault. I think there's a lot of people that just, anytime I do a positive review, people skip the video. Then if I do a rant, then people see the video. Interstellar, Armageddon? I don't know. Sundown, thank you. Oh, also, wait. AMBW, thank you for the kind words. Never. Arby's, Chick-fil-A, haven't eaten them. You think Sonic 2 is better than the first? I don't know. I like both of them, though. I don't know which is better. I played The Last of Us. It was okay. But I didn't care to finish it because I kind of got bored. Thank you, Broadstipe. No one requested a video on Prey, so no, I didn't do it. The Doctor with William Hurt, never even heard of it. Yeah, it's been a heat wave. Pretty much every day has been 100 degrees. That's why I'm not going anywhere. I don't care about Jurassic World Dominion, and 80% of the people that thought about it said the film sucked. Okay, let me check something real quick. Sorry, I gotta check something real quick. Sorry about that. And sorry guys, I just gotta check something real quick. I'll get back to the chat in a sec. Alright. Had to do something real quick. And sorry about that, folks. Had to do something real quick. Type something up real quick. I don't know anything about the Ezra Miller stuff. I haven't kept up with it, although he just sounds like a creep. I've never seen any of the Snake Eater movies. Call of Duty, I never really played Call of Duty. I don't eat Chinese food. Do you think Sonic 3 will be better than Part 2? I don't know. Psycho Hobo, Hard Target, Presume Innocent. Halloween, honestly, I haven't been on the PlayStation for months. I haven't had time to do it. I've just been busy with requests. So I haven't been on there for like 3 months, 3 months, Halloween, so I don't even know. Maria, Michael, I don't know what Maria means. Let me see. Might have to, with the audio, might be messed up. So if it's messed up,
What's up?
can you hear me or do I have to go in and out?
No, you're perfect. How you hear
Okay,
me?
cool. Yeah.
What's happening, bro? I just got your message now.
Yeah, it was sort of last minute. I apologize for that.
Yeah, so it's okay as long as you understand money to 10:30. No problem.
So how?
All right.
What time is it there now?
I have 14 after 8.
That's perfect.
Oh, great. So what's new? What did I miss?
People just asking random questions. People were asking about Ezra Miller.
Oh, he's a scumbag. Fuck that guy. Fuck him in all these holes.
What? I don't even know what the deal was with Ezra Miller. What's going on with him?
Are we live now?
Yeah.
Oh, we are? Okay. Hi, everybody. How you doing? I didn't know there was doing. All right, then. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Yes, great. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? He's a fucking asshole. Because from what I understand, I heard they're looking for him. Something about he kidnapped somebody. Now, not for nothing, I honestly believe that it is time to send him packing, to kick him away from my boy, the Flash, take him out of the fucking movie, re-edit, reshoot the whole thing. Oh, but it costs money. It didn't make a difference for Paramount. They did the same thing with Ugly Sonic. The same shit here.
Yeah.
Take him out of it, get somebody else. Who do we get? Anybody. They say put the Flash as anybody. Cast Matt as the Flash. I don't care. Matt, you be Barry Allen or whatever. Whatever. Do anybody.
I'll play. I'll take the paycheck.
Yeah. You probably do a better job than him with his fucking wannabe fucking Tom Holland ass or whatnot.
So someone mentions he kidnapped a 12-year-old girl?
There you go. I mean, all these red flags. He has an issue touching people. He's got an issue throwing things at people. I read up on the stuff. But you know, and I don't like motherfuckers like that. You know, you have your personal space, right? Don't touch nobody. Touch yourself, which I know that's the joke we made before. That, you know, just touch yourself, and you'll be a much happier person. Don't touch nobody unless it's it's consensual and everything's okay, and that's it. He should take his fingers and stick them up his ass. He's gonna need to do that because when they find him, they're gonna. He is a rat face. They're gonna take him and put a banana in his tailpipe. Because I remember thinking about that thing, the rant you did. I saw your rant where you talk about the no banana in the tailpipe. You just got to stick it in his tailpipe. That's it.
I didn't know about the 12-year-old girl. Is he still not been caught?
I don't know about he's been caught. I heard they were looking for him, though. I mean, last I checked on my phone during the week, they mentioned that. It's like the Warner Bros. Need to get off the ass and say, you know what? This guy got to go bye-bye. Fuck this. You know, that's enough is enough already.
Yeah, someone mentioned when Kevin Spacey had that show, they got rid of him and recast him in House of Cards, I think it was.
That's still on? I thought that was long gone, House of Cards.
It was on a little bit after. They had a different person. They had got rid of Kevin Spacey. They kept going, but I didn't know about all that with Ezra Miller. That's insane to me.
He's a sick dude. He's sick. I don't think sick. The guy needs to get a foot stuck up his ass real bad. That's what he needs. You see, there you go. Look at you doing stuff like that, taunting the cops. What does he think he is, Riddler? You fucking asshole. Jesus. Do you know I can't even make a joke about it. Just, oh my god. You know, I just got done watching. Sorry to disrupt the subject,
no,
but
go for it.
I got junked. I got the Blu-ray a while ago. I told you. Oh, by the way, I mailed you out that thing. You should be getting it on Thursday.
Thank you.
Yeah, and there's something else in that envelope as well, which I'm not gonna say what it is. But when you open it up, just send me a PM, or that's I set it on here. Most likely, everybody's like, "Show us what it is." Now they're gonna be busting your balls more about it now. But anyway, you like it. It's up to you. If you want to do a video, whatever you want to do.
Cool.
But what was I saying? Yeah, I just got done watching the Blu-ray of Breakdown, and Kurt fucking Russell. He was great in the commentary. I saw the bullshit alternate opening. It is useless. It's fucking useless. I'm glad it was taken out of the film. Jonathan Mostow. Watching that film again, I mean, I revisited it about maybe a year or two ago after seeing the shittiness of that Unhinged movie with Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was great. It's just that you need a strong lead to go opposite against him instead of a fucking stick figure who's bland fucking acting. Oh no. Here's your courtesy call. This is bullshit.
By the way, just if you're wondering if I keep looking on this, I'm seeing the chat on here because it's easier on the phone. So if you wonder why I keep looking over here, I'm still listening, but it's just I see the chat here.
That's so okay. No worries. Not. I was gonna let you know also if you see my eyes going this way because I'm looking at you here, and the webcam is on top of the damn thing. So that's why it seems like I'm this way, but I am. It's very crazy the way this shit works out.
But you like the commentary.
The commentary was great. Kurt fucking Russell. He's the man. The interviews were good too. Kathleen Quinlan. I didn't see not one person say anything bad about the film. They all proud of the film very highly and whatnot. And I'm glad I got it on Blu-ray. I'm glad you let me know about that commentary. I mean, that's why I wish get him, because it seems like he's willing to talk about any film, even this one, because he gets about thousands and thousands and thousands of questions about Escape from New York, about many of his other well-known movies. But he doesn't get that many questions about the ones that no one talks about. So you'd be surprised. You guys, for that one movie, he might talk up a storm like he did with Breakdown. Like, get him for Captain Ron. Get him for they ever do Unlawful Entry, or they ever do Soldier. Because I know that was his last big, you could say, action physical role. It'd be interesting to hear his thoughts about that, or hear about his supposed broken foot. You know, how did it really happen? Yeah, maybe he has a funny story behind it in hindsight. You know, because he supposedly fell out of his trailer, but then other people said it. That's right, John. You're right. He should do Captain Ron. I love Captain Ron. Forget about it. Pirates. Okay, Pirates of who? Pirates of the Caribbean. Been to Disney World one too many times. How we Captain Ron? I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, I was looking on here. No, I don't know why anyone would care unless they want to see Michael Keaton again.
Well, about what? Oh, does anyone care about the Flash? No, not really. Not really. And I like you, I grew up watching the John Wesley Shipp movie, TV series. I wish it was a movie, the TV series and whatnot. That to me is the definitive Flash. This new show that the CW did, I never seen an episode to be fair, but I just don't care about CW. I really don't. I shrug my shoulder like, why should I care? That's cool that people love the show. I know on that show Arrow, I believe Michael Jai White had a recurring character, which I think that same character made an appearance on that animated Batman, one of the VOD Batman animated movies.
Okay.
I think that I think Bronze Tiger, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the name of the character. So I think that's maybe the only reason to watch some of those shows. But hey, people love it. That's great. You know, power to you. That's great. To each his own. But me, I prefer. I'm an old guy like you, so I prefer the 90s. And you know, this new movie, I'm like, why give him a Flash movie? He was terrible in those Zack Snyder movies. Nah, he ain't that fast. He ain't that fast in there. That's it. The other hardcore inmates are faster than him, especially in the shower. They'll catch him in the shower. See how fast he can run that. Shh. Stop playing with that hot dogs.
That'll give new meaning to that scene with the hot dog always gonna go in his mouth.
That's it. This is bullshit, man. That guy is a psychopath. He needs to, and you know, I'm sure somebody who casted him must be banging their head. Why did I cast him? Why did I cast him? Why did I cast him? Somebody in Warner Brothers away. Oh my God. I wonder, have they made any statements about anything with all this shit going on? Or are they gonna cover him to the very end? well, he's got mental issues. He's not well in his head. We should have a prayer for Ezra. No, we shouldn't. The man is crazy. He's kidnapped a
I
little
think
girl.
I think they want to keep as quiet as they can until they have to. So
Well,
like when he gets caught and all this other stuff, they don't try to be like doing this until someone calls them out on it, some big
well,
publicity thing.
of course. I mean, like, I would be like the person in the press. They're doing an Iceman from the first Top Gun. We cast him. We cast him. We cast him, please. We're doing that. What did you say? We recast him. There you go. That's it. Well, we lost a lot of money. Good. Refilm it again. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Digitally enhance somebody else. I don't give a fuck. That's it.
His ass will be fast enough to catch a dick in it.
Well, there you go. That's a good one. Hey, that's a good one. I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
Or will be like he says, will be fast enough to catch the soap.
That's it. That's it.
Be like Kurt Russell, take on cash. Pee Wee.
That's it. Forget it. And don't flatter yourself. That's it.
Oh, did you hear about the Tom Hanks incident?
I heard something about he dropped an F-bomb, something because he was with his wife.
The paparazzi were trying to take pictures. They tripped his wife. So he cursed them out. I don't blame him.
Exactly. I mean, it's like that thing. What was it? Maybe like a few years back. Maybe you heard that story. How Gene Hackman smacked somebody in the face. Who was?
I didn't hear that.
I thought you did. I mean, you mentioned something about it. We read something on one of the sites or something that
I might have forgotten.
Gene Hackman, I think, was walking in the street with his wife, and I guess there was somebody following them or something. I mean, I'm not real sure on the details, but Gene Hackman bitch smacked somebody for fucking with his wife. And he's an old man. It's Gene fucking Hackman, Zulu. You can't think about the Fletch Lives thing. Gene Hackman kick your ass. Exactly. Hey, he beat up Brad Dourif and Mississippi Burning. He'll beat up anybody. Fuck that shit. That's it. Oh man, I don't blame Tom Hanks. Hey, that's a guy that barely loses his shit. I mean, I can understand as opposed to the whole Will Smith incident. There I can understand. Look, you gypped his fucking wife. There was even an incident one time where your favorite actor, to be or not to be, McGuire, how he was going into a car. Okay, they're flashing, and he's trying to drive. He has his wife in the car. I think his kid in the car. And he's trying to say, okay, let me get through there. Let me get through. Till he finally came out and he became Dark Peter for 5 seconds, you get the fuck, or not even that, his character and brothers, will you get the fuck out of the way? You guys, those eyes, and I said, wow. Tobey Maguire should put that intensity in more movies and stop that smiling stuff and that, and just do all that stuff, be more intense. But it makes sense, hey, I understand that's part of the game. Okay, they're gonna take pictures, but to a point, get the fuck out of somebody's way. Don't knock anyone down. Okay, you took your picture, you did this, fine. Let me go on my way. That's it. Okay, that's it. But sometimes the paparazzi go, ooh.
Well, Al Baldwin would shoot him now. He'll shoot.
But what's the story behind that, though? I mean, I know it was an accident, I guess. Last I heard.
He was doing this Western type of film.
Yeah, and I know some lady who was the DP or someone got killed, I believe.
Yeah, and the girl who's supposed to handle the weapons, they hired her just for the check marks. She fit all the categories, SJW. She didn't know what she was doing. Nick Cage in another film got mad at her because she didn't know what she was doing. He yelled at her.
Good reason.
She got this other job. For some reason, there's real ammo on the set.
Why?
Like they go for some reason, they're shooting out in the west, shooting targets. So one of them got a bullet in. Al Baldwin in check. He was playing around. He shot it, killed the person.
Jesus.
And then, Al Baldwin and the girl, got someone killed.
Alec Baldwin being blamed for this is not really his fault. He didn't load the guns. Granted, he shouldn't be fucking around, but...
Well, it's also the way he afterward, tried to pass it off, and him playing around with it. It's like that one guy in the TV show Cover Up that accidentally killed himself. There's a TV show Cover Up. He put the blank to his head and pulled the trigger, accidentally shot himself.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard about that actor. He was on this other show with Soleil Moon Frye's brother, I think called Voyagers. It was a short-lived show and whatnot, sort of like the Quantum Leap thing, but without the outer body stuff.
Hmm.
It was him and Soleil Moon Frye's brother. I forgot the actor's name, but I know I heard about that too. That he was fucking around, he was reading a script, and all of a sudden, yeah. I would think after all what happened years ago to Brandon Lee, that hey, that should be, you shouldn't be fucking around, with guns. The actor or the person setting it up, get someone knows who the fuck they're doing, not somebody who just has a fucking title over their forehead. You better hire me or else. Yeah, hire this. Fuck that. Yeah, man. Is she getting anything or she just getting a?
I don't remember. I didn't follow it.
Well,
unless someone in the chat knows.
maybe somebody. If you guys want to charm in, anyone know anything, because we got no news in front of us. I don't know. And Matt's keep it on the chat, and whatnot. But I heard about that. But I was wondering, but why is Alec Baldwin being on these? But like, where the fuck is this girl? It's terrible. Oh man.
Yeah, Blumhouse is overrated.
Yeah, of course. I can't think of any Blumhouse film besides. I don't know if Blumhouse did it. Was Blumhouse the one that did that film, Let Her Go or Never Let Go? Something. I know it's that film with that sort of like Frequency, about the cop and the niece, how she's communicated with him through.
I think that was Blumhouse.
Well, that's one good movie. I mean, everything else is mostly the same shit. I feel Upgrade is their worst fucking film. Fuck Upgrade and its asshole. I saw that in a theater. I went home pissed. I was one of the first times I wished I should have found out I saw Mike's Rat. Because I saw that. And I know you saw it. And I know you weren't big on it either. Because you knew about what the twist in it. But I was pissed. I was livid. Fuck that, man.
He's asking you a question. Inglourious Bastards.
To be fair, I've never seen the film. I can't find it anywhere to watch. But I don't know. I heard Brad Pitt is the best part of the film, but I heard it's too long in the tooth. And okay, you're rewriting history with the whole thing. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, which I'm sure everybody in the world have seen it by now, or maybe not. But about rewriting history and whatnot. But I don't know. I was interested in the idea of it when the original idea was going to be to have Stallone in the lead. I was more interested there, but then Stallone, I guess, didn't like the script, split, and did Expendables. Which after that movie, he should have just split. Oh yeah, and another topic. I'm sorry if I hijacked this one, but
it's fine.
Did you see the trailer for Stallone is doing a TV series now called Tulsa King?
I've heard of it. I didn't see the trailer.
It's pretty much. He's trying to do a gangster movie, but not really, I guess. Something like that. Almost like his character in Bullet to the Head and Get Carter. Sort of a cop, but he's sort of the guy who's like the mafia guy or the guy they send to be put back into the world. I mean, I don't know. I don't trust Sly no more. I was hoping maybe you saw the trailer, you have a more thought. Because I want to believe he could give us at least one more good movie, but it's just too many years. What, since 2012? 10 years? So your hope goes no.
As for you were speaking of Blumhouse, I didn't mind. What was it? Get Out.
Get Out. That was Blumhouse. I forgot that was Blumhouse. Oh shit!
Yeah, it says it produced it. Blumhouse Productions, 2017.
Well, interesting enough, because I know that film, the ending was a reshoot, which I'm thankful it was, because Jordan Peele wanted a downbeat ending, and somebody, I don't know, was it Blumhouse or so Universal said no, we want a different ending, and I think that's the ending. That's the reason he got his awards. That's why people talk about it. If it would have been a downbeat ending, it'd be like that movie Us. It'd be a forgotten film, or like this other one. Nope.
Yeah.
With the lady, I laughed at Michael King. I see Michael King. He did this reaction video with the girl doing the Bill Cosby, Cliff Huxtable dance. That was so funny because it's right on target. It remind me of Bill Cosby's, the Cliff Huxtable. That's he does in the beginning of his shows and whatnot and everything. Oh man. Gotta get some agua. That's all. Oh boy.
So I got a super chat. Let me read this. Thank you, Bobby Reynolds. This is 3 choices: shake hands and say hi, hang out and play War of a video game, or hit in the head with a hammer. I don't know who Rob from Entertainment. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Bobby Reynolds. Okay, Bobby Reynolds. I would shake your hand and say nice to meet you.
Okay.
Hit in the head, Victor Salva. I would bury him and burn him and fucking piss on him.
Well, that's
And,
perfect.
and the other guy, I'll play a video game with him. I guess just to get to know him because I don't know who he is. But fuck Victor Salva, that motherfucker.
So that's just like giving you an option of what
Yeah.
to do, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. I was wondering what that was. Okay, so that's cool. Nice enough. Hey, thank you. I'm sure Mac appreciates the cash. Hey, no doubt.
Fuck Victor Salva. I'll say that again. Fuck him.
Yeah, I still don't understand how he did what a handful of years. That's that. And then meanwhile,
because his buddy is Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, no.
Francis Ford Coppola has helped get him jobs like Powder.
Oh no!
That movie Powder he directed.
Francis, what are you doing? This fucking guy. Oh man.
It's who you know.
Well, sad.
Like Wesley Snipes, he didn't know it. He didn't.
Well, he knew somebody. He knew Stallone and these people, but what else could they do? Well, you gotta pay your fucking taxes, Wesley. You had your chance in your blood. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, but they didn't give me a chance because of this, that. Well, you got to get another lawyers, but promise you had no money for lawyers. Say, oh, do your time. But I already had one of those federal prisons. You know, the one they have tennis courts, was a bocce ball, fucking video. He had like what they had. I heard it was one of those type of like Club Med prisons. That's why I heard he was at. He wasn't like in no real jail like Rikers, God forbid. So you think you're an undisputed, you can do some fighting, huh? Come on, let's see how we do that. Yeah. Fucking Wesley.
Getting life in prison on the 29th. Well R. Kelly.
I see you get some pissing and shitting on people.
McCartney. Which McCartney?
I think he's talking about Paul McCartney. Because I think he had a birthday not so long ago. Paul McCartney.
I didn't know he was still alive.
No, he is. Paul McCartney's alive. I didn't know Keith Richards was alive. I know that I heard stories about that guy. He took more drugs than anybody possible over the years, and he's still running around. I know, what is it? Johnny Depp based his Jack Sparrow performance on Keith Richards. That's why they got him for the sequel. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did hear about that.
Yeah. He based Jack Sparrow on Keith Richards.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
So how do you feel about your favorite actress, Amber Turd?
She's not my favorite actress. No.
I know.
Hell no. I know. What's she up to now? Are they gonna kick her out of? I heard they might be kicking her out of Aquaman, the latest film. They might be limiting her scenes or some shit. I don't know why her character shows importance to that film. To be honest,
it keeps changing. Some say it's doubled the running time, like her role. Some say she's out of it at all. I think they're just gonna let people guess until they see the film. Yeah,
then they'll decide about how that affects the box office. We just saw this bitch on TV in court. Now we gotta see her 2 hours, 3 hours in a fucking CGI orgasm. Fucking. I tried watching that film when they gave it on TNT. I was about to the, I want to say, a half hour mark, and I gave up. I said I can't do it. I just changed it. It's just too much. Jason Momoa. Mamma Mia. I know, what is it? He's supposed to be in the latest Fast and Furious movie, of course. Which I've already given up on those films ever since Fast 6. You could have ended it in Fast 5 and called it a day. But no, they make money because nobody wants to leave on top. No, they don't. So, of course, they want to keep on bleeding it. What was it? He was in space fighting a Decepticon in the last film or something you were saying in one of your rants? Something like that.
It might as well be. It was close.
Well, in Hobbs and Shaw, I did see that one. That was painful. I know you didn't mind it, but that was painful. I just look at it as a subpar wannabe Tango and Cash. You got two guys who are alpha males. They're rivals. They don't like each other too much. They give each other shit. One of them happens to have a sister, which one of the guys sort of has an eye for, and rinse and repeat. The snaps between them, to me, I just it doesn't feel natural. Like when Kurt and Sly did it, it felt natural. It felt like they were going naturally. It didn't feel like it was. You had to stop the movie to tell this joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just me. But I know you didn't mind it from. I heard that's getting a sequel, but maybe that's why Dwayne Johnson is not too eager to come back to another Fast and the Furious movie. He's like, well, I still got this shit here. Well, I'm playing
Plus he
myself.
hates Vin Diesel. Like,
Yeah.
they hate each other.
Yeah, even though he wants to be a little diplomatic about it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's come on. And Rock is trying to be, okay, I'm doing this over here.
Who's being diplomatic?
I don't know if it's like I seen stuff on videos on YouTube, like when they have Watch Mojo and these people, they try to bring up this whole thing. Oh, that Vin Diesel's wishing Dwayne Johnson good and everything like that. Try to extend them an invitation to come back. All is forgiven. All this stuff, publicly stuff, right? And then Dwayne Johnson being nice about it. I'm doing this thing over here. But you can read between the lines. Come on, man. You know you need me. Come on. And then Dwayne Johnson, fuck off, motherfucker.
Well, what else does Vin Diesel have?
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like I was watching, like I said, I was watching Breakdown. I would love, I know it costs them money. That's why he's never gonna do it. Vin Diesel, do a movie with character driven, not special effects, not flying through the space or all the other stupid shit. A character driven thriller, like Breakdown, like Kidnapped. There's a film, matter of fact, that I saw a trailer to. I forgot the title of it.
Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer. I forget the name.
Yeah, me too. I know a lot of people are saying in the comments, I saw this already. It's called Breakdown because it almost reminds me of Breakdown.
Yeah.
A wife disappears, a husband's looking for his wife and whatnot. Even though I have a feeling the trailer gave a lot away, but hey, that's the way everything is now. But Vin Diesel, I want to see him because I believe we haven't seen it in years, but I believe the man could act if you give him a project he can say about. These Fast and Furious films, they're pretty much off an assembly line. I'm Toretto, family, Toretto. I'm Toretto. That's it. That's the fucking motivation. I'm Toretto. That's it. Him trying to be Tom Cruise. That's what it is. Because I know that next year. Sorry, I know next year that I saw the trailer for the new Mission Impossible. It's supposed to be the finale also.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a two-parter.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this last Fast and the Furious, Fast 10, supposedly, that's supposed to be a two-parter too. And I gotta believe, I've said it before, Vin Diesel wants so badly to be Tom Cruise. But Tom Cruise, I think, is better than Vin Diesel. Because at least with his films, he tries to make it the stunts, to the extent of his injury, like I happened to him on the last Mission Impossible with his foot getting fucked up with that jump. His foot went like that. But he's better, and plus he has a better track record, better acting, better roles. Vin Diesel needs to pursue more roles like that. He's got the money; he could do it. Don't do no more Riddicks. Don't do no other shit. Don't do any superhero stuff. Do a full-blown thriller or drama. That's it. Anyway, go on, man. Sorry.
No, I'm saying that I thought you did a good job in Find Me Guilty.
Wonderful performance. Sidney Lumet directing, great cast. Do more stuff like that. But of course, people gonna say, but he's going by the money box office. But sometimes you gotta say, fuck the money, fuck the box office, and just do it.
The other stuff he's tried didn't get the box office. Last Witch Hunter didn't. Bloodshot, whatever didn't.
I never seen Last Witch Hunter. I heard it was like
mediocre.
Yeah, and then that same thing I heard about Deadshot. It's like Bloodshot or whatever. Yeah, it's just like wanna be superhero movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on a comic book superhero movie, but it just was very forgettable. The trailer showed it all.
Pretty much.
You saw the trailer, you saw the movie. And I mean, Vin Diesel, what was the other films he did? A
Man Apart. I saw that in the theater. That was pretty good. A Man Apart. I mean, I will admit, when I first saw it in the theater, I was kind of expecting a more action-driven drama. There's action in it, but it's more drama. Like him, And I thought he did a wonderful performance. This great scene where he's talking to his captain or his boss or whatnot, how he can't go inside his own house. I thought that was a
Yeah.
very vulnerable, emotional scene because of what
Mhm.
happened to his wife in the opening of the film and everything. So movies like that, granted, those are the ones I know what people are gonna say. But it's about the box office. It's about this, and he has to keep these people happy. I said, well, and everything. So
Was the
I
only
mean,
thing keeping him happy because this is the only film he made says a hit.
yeah, I mean that's what it is. That's why when people say stuff about, oh, but Vin Diesel and The Rock, they're like Arnold and Sly, and not even close. Not
No.
even close. Not even close. Arnold and Sly, they. I mean, what you want to say? Which one is better? It's apples and oranges. Stallone, he was a writer. He was more hands-on. Granted, he stepped on a lot of balls and toes in the process. Got him into a lot of shit. Arnold, like you said, he knew what he was, the commodity, and all the stuff like that. So he was a little more successful, of course, sci-fi wise and comedy wise, and because he didn't complain too much about scripts. Maybe a little bit here and there, or he knew who to surround himself with. Now we look at The Rock and we look at Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel, I'm the actor. I'm the actor. The Rock, I was a wrestler and whatever like this. I'm physically this and that. And I know me myself, I will admit I was guilty. I wanted him to be the next Arnold, but I realized long ago he's not Arnold because of that whole baton thing we saw in the rundown, which Arnold did as a favor to him. Have fun. It was
I guess
short-lived
Vin
fun.
Diesel is going to be the new Avatar. I guess. I'm sorry. I
That's,
saw the trailer. I thought it looked shitty. I don't
I'm
care
like,
how pretty the water looks. I don't care.
it's too little, too late. And I guarantee I'm predicting right now there's a teenage daughter in it. I guarantee there's a lot of politics that's going to get thrown in there. Watch, because there's a teenage daughter in it. Who between Sam Worthington and Teresa Saldana's character, they had a
Hmm.
kid. It's a daughter. You know what that means, right?
Oh,
It's
great.
JW, agenda. Sam Worthington's character is going to be wrong 100% of the fucking time, and this and that, and all the bullshit.
He produced that last Terminator film, Dark Fate.
It's so funny how that first started, right? Oh yes, James Cameron. Oh yes, it's gonna be great and everything like that. And there's only one captain of the ship, and Tim Miller is that captain of the ship. Everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be good. And then Tim Miller. Yes, everything was good. James came in. He was hands on with everything. Everything was great. Everybody was all in all. Arnold, of course. I gotta say this because I keep my chat. And then Linda Hamilton. I haven't done nothing in years. Okay, yes, everything's good. Soon as we came out, the blame game started. Oh, it was James Cameron. James Cameron did this. James Cameron. And James Cameron says, I didn't do no such thing. No, Tim Miller, he had the keys to the shit to the car. He did the driving. He's to blame.
And to be fair, James Cameron, you say, is progressive with Ripley and Sarah Connor, but they don't know how to do that nowadays. They go overboard. Not just having a character, it's got to be politics first, character, it's not even secondary, it's third.
It's like now, sad to say, I noticed this and more in a lot of films. People say, "Oh, it's a conspiracy," but it's true. It's sad but true. Whenever there's a female lead in the film, these are always the check marks to look for. The female is the only one that's the good lead. Anybody who has dick and balls, who's a man in the film, are either useless, they're assholes, or they pick on the girl a lot.
You just described Interceptor. The film, I reviewed it. It stars Chris Hemsworth's wife.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That exactly happened. And
But
I
that's
was
just, yeah, exactly.
arguing,
That's what I'm saying. I never seen the film, but that's the thing. Look at what's her name? This pendeja, this bitch, Brie Larson. What her name is? I heard she's an asshole in real life, so I'm not surprised. All the politics that was in Captain Marvel and stuff. Like somebody tells her in the film, they don't call it a cockpit for nothing. Once again, hammered it in, or put it in your face. Or the whole thing, what was that one? Was it Woke in the Clouds? That one with Chloe Grace Moretz, where she's a girl, World War II, she has a baby in some fucking thing, a CGI gremlin. I think you yelled about it last year. I think it was I forgot the name of it. It was a gremlin, but a lot of CGI
Oh,
spectacle.
Shadow in the Cloud.
Yeah, I think it's what you call it, woke in the clouds. Every man in the film, fuck her, fuck her, fuck her.
Overstated with that.
See that's the check marks. That's the checklist. That's what it is. Like, God forbid. Okay, I love having a female in a film, a lead in a film. Don't get me wrong. But why do we gotta hammer all this other shit in? Like this other film that I was not a fan of that Joe Carney did with Gerard Butler producing and uh, Frank Grillo, Cop Shop. What was called
Yeah.
that one? Okay, you have a black lead, a girl,
Mm-hmm.
right? Of course, every man in the film is useless.
Oh yeah.
Of course, right? Right or wrong. They're all useless. Gerard Butler, he's an unpredictable character. He can kill anyone at any time of minute. Frank Grillo, he's a character, whatever issues, but he still wants to kill our lead. Everybody in her department are the idiots, including her captain. And she lives in the end. And she gets shot in the stomach and survives that because she has adrenaline. Even when she has adrenaline, boring.
But that's another thing. She's terrible too. Why is a lot of these actresses are terrible at their job?
No personality. It's bland. Like, it's like a robot. God forbid. Give me somebody like Sigourney Weaver had personality.
Yeah.
Linda Blair in Savage Streets has personality.
Yeah.
Helen Slater in Supergirl has personality. I could go all day. Cynthia Rothrock, you could argue about the acting, fine. I'll give you that. But there's something about her that's personality. And plus, it doesn't like everybody. Granted, all the men in the film, there's at least a couple of guys that help her, like Richard Norton and Keith Cook, or in the China O'Brien films or in the other films she's in. So it's not like every man's an asshole,
Right.
which that's the norm now. And I always had a theory. I know everybody's quiet about this. No one's charming it.
Well, I don't want to ruin your.
Oh no, okay. I thought maybe nobody's
they
like,
are.
what? Oh, they are? Okay, no problem. Okay, but anyway, what was I saying? I was on a roll. It was like
China O'Brien.
China O'Brien. Okay, you get Cynthia Rothrock. You get her. Linda Hamilton, of course, that's the obvious one. But these women, it's like we only way to put a woman in the film. We got to make sure she's very bland and boring. No personality to them. We got to throw politics in there. Talk about man is this, man is that, man is this, man is that. And I had a theory behind it. I know I was going with it. Everybody and their mother and grandmother got pissed off that Hillary Clinton didn't win the presidency. So then after that happened, I hate to be very bad news, but I noticed after that happened, then all of a sudden all these women roles started appearing out of nowhere where the men are shit, the women could do all, they got the hairy chest and or anything like that, they could knock down a building with their fist and everything. I think that's when I noticed all this shit started. Because all this, we didn't have a woman controlling the world, which is nothing wrong with that. That's just not the way it was in the cards. And it happened, But nobody wants to let that go, fine. It is what it is. And everything. Anyway, what's your 2 cents?
Before I do that, Bobby has sent this question for you. He's a guy, he writes his own stories. He's wondering if it's okay to put you and me in a stories writing where we team up with the Ninja Turtles, Godzilla, Rambo, John Wick, Nick Cage and stuff. He's asking your permission.
Oh yeah. How is it? Is it actually a book, a story, or is it a movie, or what?
He's writing a story. He's writing fan fiction.
Oh, fancy, yeah. Okay, go for it. No problem.
He's asking your permission before he does it.
Okay, you could do it. It's all right. It's okay. If it turns into a movie, then we gotta talk. But throw a little bit of money or something.
But
if it's throw it in there. Come on, yeah, you could do it. That's it. As long as we're not assholes in the movie, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. We know where the bodies are buried. Matt and Efree has them. What? What bodies? Bodies where? What are you talking about? But anyway, do your thing. Don't worry about it. Okay.
People are asking about this whole stupid thing with the Joker sequel. They want to make it a musical with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Doesn't need a sequel. It was a one and done deal. And making it was stupid.
That's one of the examples of leaving it on top. Leave it on top. That's it. Don't do it. I hope Joaquin Phoenix speaks up and says something. Look, guys, I got my award. The story was told. Let it the fuck go. That's it. Harley Quinn, let her stay in the comics. That's it. No more Harley Quinn. Oh, by the way, on a short topic, on an off-topic thing, did you hear about the stupidity they're doing now? They're giving us a Barbie film with Margaret Robbie as Barbie and Ryan Gosling as Ken.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw the pictures of Ryan Gosling as Ken.
I understand Ryan Gosling, maybe at this point in time, I understand Blade Runner didn't do well for him. I know he's doing a Netflix film that the Russos are doing. Action film called The Gray Man with him versus Chris Evans. Supposedly, because sometimes the trailer lies, and I know it has that. The end of the trailer has that same shot we saw in Winter Soldier, where they punch and it cuts away. Why do I get a feeling that's gonna be in the film where, and then it cuts to black or they're doing something else, kind of like we saw in Winter Soldier with Anthony Mackie and Frank Grillo.
Well, thankfully, if it's the Russo bros, it'll be like distraction. Which
I would hope so. I would hope so. I mean, it has some CGI spotty shit in there, but I like Ryan Gosling as a lead. See, once again, give me a female lead like his character in that movie with personality. Did you get hurt? No, just my ego did a little bit. See, be natural. Be natural. I guess, I don't know if it was the direction or just some of these women like, I really don't want to say dialogue like that. I want to be stoic. I don't want to say that dialogue and everything. I want to be just like this. Men suck. I want to kick everybody's ass, even though I weigh 80 pounds. I'm the star of this film. You better like me. If you don't, you're chauvinist. That's what I'm saying. That's the look. Look at this. That's their look. Literally. It's a butt face, just like this.
And it's just shit acting, too. It's like you said, no personality, no charm.
And then it's good time on social media yelling about that. They're showing their personality there on social media, but how about showing it in front of the camera? You don't like this? I said, why don't you show that aggression and stuff in your performance, in your film, instead of going to Instagram or all these stuff? Type it up at fucking store and fucking up your nails in the process, just FYI,
Yeah.
That's what they do. They look like, start throwing the earrings out the bonnet, doing the windmill.
Yeah, I mean, people just say with like Ryan Gosling, Barbie, he'll be paid a lot, but it's still a stupid movie to make in the first place. A Barbie movie. Was this Hungry Hungry Hippos the movie?
Whatever happened to that? You remember there was talks of that at one point? I was actually curious how that would have turned out. Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Probably be Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hippo just cursing and just.
I heard that his. I heard about that his Monsters. I think there was a teaser or something.
Yeah.
I didn't bother with it. Did you see it?
It was just redoing the intro to the show, the teaser. His wife.
Of course. Hey, he's got to keep his pussy happy. I mean, his poontang pie, of course.
Exactly.
Put me in this movie or else I'm closing Disneyland.
Well, who else cast her?
Nobody.
One.
He had her in his music videos back in the day. Of course. She was the one doing all those dancing. Remember those music videos when he was on his own? So, hey, it is what it is. Oh, God. Supposedly, I hear it's not rated R.
It's not. Rated like PG, I think.
So, I don't know. It probably won't be no F-bombs or skull fucks in there, but still, I don't know. I don't know with this guy, man.
Do you really care for a Monsters movie?
It's too late in the game. Does anybody care about Monsters? I mean, Dark Shadows, well, Johnny Depp, nobody gave a fuck about. It's too late in the game for that, man. They should have done that shit back in the 90s when people still knew who the fucking monsters were.
We got Rob Zombie in the chat. We got Fat Rob Zombie.
Well, there you go.
Hippos, motherfuckers, yeah. That's how he would direct it.
There you go.
Fat Rob Zombie, yeah. That's why he got fat with how crappy those Halloween films were.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, man.
I'd eat myself too, watching those pieces of crap.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on the last Halloween film. You love them, right? Halloween kills itself. And
Oh, that that
Halloween
those
ends.
shit.
Coming soon.
Those were shit. Oh my god. It's just there's no words. I mean, the words are shit. I know that, but it's just I look at those films. I know people say, but the gore. Every slasher film, even the bad ones, have good gore. That doesn't say much. The new characters ain't nothing. To me, I mean, it's controversial me saying this. There's John Carpenter's Halloween. There's Halloween 2, the good one. And there's H2O. Yes, I know there's multiple masks. I know piece of shot. Oh, you mean piece of shit. I'm sorry. I guess you missed the O, but okay,
Well,
it is.
sometimes people do that because YouTube hates when
Oh,
cursing.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But it's true. It's a piece shot in the face too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a shot. Like the way the people overseas say it.
Yeah, he just wanted to go home.
Yeah, just
The
go
whole
home.
movie.
He just wanted to go home. He didn't want to go to the hospital looking for a Laurie Strode. He don't give a fuck about Laurie Strode. It's like this new Leatherface when Sally finally seen him. You remember what you did to my friends? And he looked at her with the chainsaw in hand, and like he was waiting for him to say, "Well, that was a very important moment in your life. What I did to you, your friends, and your brother." But to me,
It was Tuesday.
it was Tuesday. It was Friday night. Sorry, I gotta go now. I gotta put gas in this chainsaw. Go kill those stupid.
Let me ask you, why do they keep making Chainsaw Master films? Texas Chainsaw 3D. Remember Leatherface? That one everyone remembers with Steven Dorff?
Yeah.
And now this one, why do they keep making them? And I know there's the video game.
The video game looked promising. I will admit that.
4 days ago, 2 Chainsaw Master sequels rumored to be made.
Name against Netflix.
Let me read a little bit. Yep,
by Netflix. Of course.
Ordered by Netflix.
Of course, because Netflix got such a big Woody to get a horror franchise. And of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is in the air because nobody has it anymore. At one point, Avi Lerner had it. He did those fucking Leatherface and Chainsaw 3D or whatnot.
Exactly. Malignant had gore. People crap.
That was my number one favorite film of last year, Malignant. Very well done. Very well done movie. It did. Yeah.
But then Chainsaw now we get 2 more sequels.
Of course, I gotta believe is because that franchise is in the air. Nobody big owns it. Netflix dying to get something. Now they finally got it. I don't know what happened to their Child's Play, the Chucky deal. They were supposed to get that, but USA grabbed it first, I guess. And I heard that
season 2.
Of course, big surprise. By the way, the 2019 remake's very underrated. I mean, the Child's Play films are good when they're called Child's Play. Lo and behold, they are. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I saw that latest film. It is an atrocity. What the hell they did to Sally Hardesty. The stupidity of making the SJWs and millennials. They're the villains. But if they're the villains, then who am I rooting for?
Kim Hanko.
But Kim Hanko, I don't think is no longer with us, isn't he? Didn't Kim Hanko pass away too?
I think he's still alive.
Really?
I think.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
He's the one helping sell this stuff to Netflix and stuff.
Well, he's alive somewhere in some fucking island somewhere.
76 years old.
Wow. Oof.
It's the only thing he's got going, so he's milking it.
Of course, it's beyond milking. Now it's just blood coming out.
Oh, that one. It did look like mid-year.
It did. I saw it when I saw the poster in the thing. I started laughing when you ran into it. You see the poster there. I said, why is Mick Garris? Okay, that's Mick Garris. That's why. That's why Leatherface didn't kill her. He was a fan of Critters too or whatnot. That's it. Sleepwalkers and shit. I think those films, to me, the last good Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie was in 2003.
I agree.
That was it. And that was what? Almost 19 years ago? Really? Because it came out 2003. We're in 2020.
Almost 20. Yeah, almost 20.
Yeah, almost 20. Yeah, but we're 19 now, but next year will be 20. But that's if people talk shit about the Michael Bay film, I never understood why. You actually have the lead girl fighting back against Leatherface, which is something that is always alien in these films. And don't tell me the nonsense about this girl who bitch slapped him with a chainsaw, which looked laughable.
Yeah.
Like Leatherface said, "You believe what this bitch did to me?" I'll take Kate Hodge crushing his head multiple times with a rock than that shit. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which is still my favorite because that was the first one I was introduced to and whatnot.
What
I know
about the 10 minutes on the damn Confederate flag in that new one?
that was politics bullshit. Politics bullshit. Because first off, they tried so hard to make this lady Alex Creed played so unlikable, but she's not unlikable. She's actually trying to say, "Look, I'm sorry. I know this flag. I understand why you're upset, but it's part of my culture." I understand that's the double thing going on with the Confederate flag. There's people that have it. They don't understand why people are mad, but they have it for this other reason because of Civil War and what it means to their family or whatnot. Then I can understand the other side of it, what that means as well. It's like the Nazi symbol, that whole swastika thing, how in Asian culture it means this, but when the Nazis took it, they made it mean something else. But I don't think you need a whole scene. There could have been another reason for them to go inside that place instead of complaining about the fucking flag. You know, the guy who was with them, the Texan who had all the guns, well, of course, bad stereotype, he's fixing shit, and he ends up taking the shit down later on. That's why I liked the scene where he took the flag and threw it at the guy. Hey, I hope it was worth it, which I'm throwing. Yeah, that's right. And the lady's being real nice about it, and he's getting all snotty with the lady.
Sure, throwing her in her face.
Yeah.
What a perm, where the hell her hair was.
Yeah.
Shove it up her ass.
Oh, you don't know, please. It's a mistake. And lo and behold, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
And now we got to sympathize with a guy who rips out people's faces and wears them as a mask.
And these kids have bought a town?
That is the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. You know, kids today, with teenagers, give a fuck about a place in the middle of nowhere where there's no theaters, nothing. Out in the middle of nowhere. Like, I had an idea I was talking to you about one time. You remember? How about do the movie within a movie? A film crew knows about the history of the Texas Massacre, and they're going there to film a movie there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can have, which I know that's always missing from these films now, the family. There is no more family. Now it's just Leatherface one-man show now, I guess.
Hey, what if Kane Hodder's the hero because he's playing Leatherface in the movie within the movie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something like that. You have the stunt people as your heroes going up against the Sawyer family in Leatherface.
And the stunt woman for the lead, and she and Kane Hodder. It could be a Zoe Bell or something.
Yeah, Zoe Bell, Heidi Moneymaker, I believe her name is, who's Chester Helsky's wife. She was in John Wick 2. She was that girl with the violin, the one that shot John Wick.
Oh, okay.
She was a gymnast, actually. She does a lot of fights and everything. I think that's her fighting Chris Hemsworth's wife in that shitty movie, because I've seen clips of that.
Interceptor, okay.
I think that's her. I could be wrong, because I know I recognize the face and whatnot. I mean, you could have made her the lead better than this girl, but then again, with the script is shit. But that's an idea. It'd be better than the shitty one I saw with the movie called 13 Fanboy, which is... Somebody request that for Matt, please. Please request that one. That's a fan film that ended up on cable. So that's more than just a fan film that ended up on cable. That's an actual film. So
yeah.
So hey, you know, you can give it a little more punches on that one. You know, you don't have to pull punches on that one.
Let me just answer this question quick for Bobby. Thank you once again, Bobby. Very generous.
Yeah, you're a rich man, Matt.
Again.
Wow.
Have as a pet. Take a picture with. Run away. Take a picture. I've never met one. I'll take a picture with a Wolverine. Well, I don't know. I would have. I'll take Victor Silva as a pet and then secretly kill him. And then Honey Badger to run away and find another place to have fun. I don't know. Victor Silva would be a pet, but that would be the public image.
Oh God, probably
in the basement.
Exactly. Yeah.
All in the basement.
Yeah, with a bunch of killer bees, with honey all over them.
But yeah,
turn on the fan a little bit there. If you ain't wind in the background.
Chainsaw Master video game as well.
There's two of them. I know there's one that's trying to be more like a horror one. I've seen clips of that. And there's another one that's an interesting concept. Part of me wishes I could see that as a film. Because you get to play as Leatherface. And it's about this tactical team, which I'm running up, the lead guy is black. And they come in, for some reason, to the Sawyer farm. And they're going after the Sawyer family, this military team. And Leatherface is taking them out via John Wick style. You see clips of it. I think I might send you clips a few times.
Yeah.
And everything. Like, for some reason, there's a scene in the game or in the promos. Leatherface has some kind of a lookalike type of chainsaw, but it has a gun connected to it with laser sighting. Like something you would see on an 80s poster or some shit.
It's like a Call of Duty thing where it's
something like that, yeah. I think also Jigsaw's in there too from Saw. It's a crazy idea. I would like to see that. I doubt that would be turned to a movie because everybody owns shit and whatnot. Like, I'd rather see that. Or you want to see Leatherface doing something? Take an idea.
It'd be different.
Take an idea. Okay, don't use Leatherface, but use someone. I almost want to say take the idea almost of Tucker and Dale in a way. Like, for some reason, we have these siblings, this brother and these two sisters. Their father or grandfather was known for being a notorious serial killer in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And the town is against them because all bad word of mouth, but they don't do nothing. They just do themselves, but just have that stigma around them because of what their family had done or whatever. And one thing leads to another. Their father is killed because he's suspected of a crime. They had no evidence to lynch him out, killed him. And the three of them grow up on their own and whatnot. They have a neighbor that moves in. They keep to themselves. The neighbor befriends them. You find out the neighbor is there because of witness relocation, because of something regarding mob, cartels, whatever you want to put. And one thing leads to another. She befriends these neighbors. And they have a dark gift, which the brother has that superhuman strength, almost of a Leatherface, where you could pick somebody up and break their neck or something. Or the sisters have these abilities to kill without blinking, even though they're not killing for fun or for eating people or whatnot, but they have that dark ability to them. And in a way, they sort of become the good guys. Sort of like the idea they did with No One Lives, so sort of like that. But you play with the script. Like, I'd rather see something like that than a regurgitation of Leatherface and SJW politics and got you canceled. Yeah, God forbid. But you know what happens? You make it different. You know, people go, we want the same. That whole Cheech and Chong thing almost.
They're Malignant. That bombed.
That was clever. James Wynn, all the stuff we saw the film, we mentioned the late 80s stuff, that was on purpose.
Yeah, James Wan did a great job with that.
That was on purpose. I seen the features on the Blu-ray. It was on purpose. He mentions Frank Henenlotter. He mentions crazy ideas from the 1980s that he grew up watching. And everything like that. He mentions that stuff. So, God forbid. And then I know everybody got mad at him as well because he didn't do the third,
Conjuring?
Conjuring film or something, because he didn't come out to direct that. He said this film, and people got pissed at him. We want a haunted house movie for the 100th fucking time. Okay, I mean, once again, I'm not taking anything away from anyone. If they love Insidious, you love The Conjurings, you love all those type of films, they're great. That's good for you. Me, I want something different. Gabriel was something different. And I love the story for it. I even love the music by Chad Weller, I believe his name is. That music that was used, was very well done. Brings you into the film.
Yeah.
Very well done. It was my number one of last year. Favorite. That should have got the box office Halloween Kills got.
I agree.
That should have got the box office.
No, we gotta have more fucking shit like this. Pray.
The whole movie looks crappy, but the bear was far from the problems. I saw the trailer. It looks like shit. And once again, down the checklist, Matt, it's a lead girl. No man in the film wants to listen to her.
No.
She could barely kill a bear, and yet she's going to go after a predator.
Yes.
See, down the checklist.
To someone's going to go, well, it's about stealth. It's about, look at Arnold. He was stealthy. That's how he killed the Predator at the end. So this girl's going to use traps and stealth, and that's how she's going to do it. So what's wrong with that?
Because Agent Brody did a similar thing like that already in 2010. Come on, kill me now. Come on, do it now. Kill me. They run away.
I didn't buy Adrian Brody either.
Yeah. Him and his Popeye muscles. Yeah. I forgot it.
The only difference, I mean, just stop with Predator films. And Prey looked cheap.
It does, because of course the excuse people are gonna say is, oh, because it's not being released into a big thing, it's going to Hulu or whatnot. Because of course it's streaming. Of course they know that they make no more money with the Predator. That's one of the reasons why we haven't seen other Alien films with the shit-tastic Prometheus and Alien Covenant shit. Because the studio doesn't know what they want to do anymore with these characters.
No.
That's why I want to hope one day we got to get a director, someone like a Jon Favreau, who could take the elements, not copy them, take the elements of what made the first two Predators, the first two Alien films great. Take those elements and put it back in a brand new adventure. Not copy it, but, you know, put it back. Like he did with The Mandalorian. He made Star Wars fun again. I didn't think Star Wars would have fun again. And I heard bad things about this Obi-Wan. It's like,
yeah, it's. I saw the first episode. It was the only one that was requested, and it was enough. I mean,
I think Michael King is gonna do a rant on the second episode, which I heard is even worse.
Yeah, he's, I think, watched the first 4 or 5 episodes.
My heart goes out to you, Michael. Oh God.
I don't know how the fuck Vader and Obi-Wan fought, even though the first movie said they didn't fight. Pretty much, when I first met you, I was the learner. Now I'm the master.
I'm the master, yeah.
Obviously not, because in an episode he kicks Obi-Wan's ass. So then why does in Star Wars he say I'm a learner, but I kicked your ass one time in between? And the writer said he didn't know shit about Darth Vader on the show. I don't know nothing about Darth Vader.
I guarantee what it is, it's about jobs in the end of the day. Can I get this job? Do you know Star Wars? Yeah, I do. And then when the shit hits the fan, well, I'm sorry, I fooled you. Haha. I just needed the job. I had to pay for this house I got and the swimming pool and for the gold digger wife I got. Please, I need the money. Come on. I know the laser sword's called a lightsaber, right? Right? Is it the Schwartz? No, I'm sorry, the Force. Whoops, I'm sorry. That's what it is. It's all bullshit. It's about jobs. That's what it is.
I never play Halo, but I heard the Halo show is the same thing where Master Chief was a sidekick and they show his ass for some reason and whatever the hell. I never played Halo, but I feel for them because it happens with all franchises. Every franchise. Yeah,
sad but true. Like the Metallica song. Oh my God, what happened, man? You remember the good old days? You could have a female lead in the film. It didn't become politics. You could be happy to find out a film that you love is getting a sequel. Most of the time. Most of the time you'll be impressed. Most of the time you'll be disappointed. But it was always a risk. It was always a chance. It might be good. Now, the sequel, nah. I mean, I enjoyed Top Gun Maverick. I mean, for what it was. Because I didn't have a dog in the fight with the first Top Gun, but I don't mind the first Top Gun. I am an Iron Eagle guy just like you and whatnot. But for what it was and everything.
Yeah, I didn't mind Top Gun Maverick. I liked it okay. I just... Yeah. People call it a masterpiece. I just don't feel it's a masterpiece. I think it's a masterpiece maybe compared to fucking Star Wars Last Jedi, sure, but I think it's okay.
I mean, sadly... I can see in Top Gun Maverick what people might be saying that's because really, if you think about it, when it comes for this past couple of years now, when we have a sequel from something so long in time and when they bring it back, it's always shit. Majority of the time, with exception to Blade Runner 2049, or exception to Lost Boys the Thirst, or a couple of other movies. Rambo, of course, part the 2008 one and whatnot, part 4, the real Last Blood. But maybe that's what they figure because I think what is Tom Cruise knows if I'm gonna do this sequel, it's got to be for the right reasons. and I gotta be. It's not okay. We're gonna let the girl do this and leave everybody with a thumb up their ass, or Mavericks a fuck up or whatnot, or nothing like that. Thankfully, they didn't do that and such. But it has its problems. I will admit that it has its problems. Like the soundtrack, I'm guilty. I don't mind One Big Republic's "Ain't Worry About It." That's a catchy song for what it had to be. Lady Gaga, "Hold My Hand" was okay, but doesn't hold the candle to Berlin's "Take My Breath Away." Like I would say, the soundtrack for the '86 film is the better soundtrack. They blew their chance to utilize some of those songs. Put them, I think, besides Danger Zone. Danger Zone could have just been put in the third act when he finally got the F-14.
Or in the training scene. That's why I don't understand why they blew Danger Zone at the very beginning,
Yeah,
which is the same beginning as the first film. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know why they did that.
yeah, I know they even did the same lettering, the same fonts. When it ended like the way the first film ended, with the characters and their names pop up and a picture and a name pops up, almost like a Jerry Bruckheimer that you would see him do with Con Air and many other movies. Of course, everybody's name pops up, and then of course at the ending before the credits is the airplane flying away. Okay, for what it was. Miles Teller did a good job acting.
I guess this guy came in too late. We were just talking about Prey. It sucked.
Yeah.
It was a shitty trailer. It's going to be cheap ass bullshit. This lead looks another boring Mid Thunder, whatever her hell her name is.
Yeah, bug-eyed, a bug-eyed girl with big bug eyes. Big bug eyes. Whatever.
Sorry about the bug eye thing.
Yeah, bug-eyed, girl who she can barely handle a bear, and she's gonna go after a predator. And like Matt was bringing up, how somebody would say it was about stealth, but that was done already in 1987. It was done already, redone in 2010 with the Agent Brody doing this shit. That's really what he's doing. He's hitting him and running, hiding. It makes you think of that joke that Martin Lawrence did on his concert, Run Tell That, when he talks about the whole thing about Cabassier and about the husband being drunk and the wife sneaking punches and hits at him and hiding, and then waking him all fucked up. Oh, wait a minute, what'd you do? What happened to me? You shouldn't have drunk all that Cabassier. I love Run Tell That with Martin Lawrence. That's a fun concert movie and whatnot. But that's what I said. Yeah, it's a very underrated. Very underrated. I love that. As a matter of fact, talk about that film. I happen to have it right next to me. Very underrated film. Fun commentary track with the two stars of the film. If you get the DVD of it, it's on Blu-ray. The commentary is on Blu-ray. Well, hopefully they have the features on it. The commentary is a lot of fun.
I think it did have the features, yeah.
Yeah, commentary is a lot of fun. That's how you play with slasher and you do something smart with it, clever and different. I'm glad you enjoyed Malignant. It was very underrated.
Have you seen The Telephone, Whoopi Goldberg?
No. I mean, I've heard of it. Yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Oh, that's a good one. My favorite movie of 1994. Wow, it's tough because that was a good year for movies. Well, it depends. If you would have asked me about that time period when I was a teenager, I think I was 14 years old at the time, I would easily say The Crow. But if you ask me now, I would have to say Speed. The Crow will be in the top 5, but Speed will be number 1. Because once again, mind changes sometimes.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Plus, it was Brian Lee on the theater.
Yeah, I don't think it is because it's supposed to be an older version, so I guess they don't have the canon yet.
And plus, they ruined the thing with the canon anyway in the last film. When all of a sudden the canon is whatever you said it blew up the guy's head or something like that. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
They fucked it up thanks to Fred Decker and what's his name, Shane Black. Anyway.
Well, I mean, the whole movie ain't fair to us, the fans. It'll be an unfair fight to us.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie. Oh my god.
It is. It's a shitty idea. I'm telling you, go by the checklist. She's the only girl. She could do all, even though she can't kill a bear in the trailer. All the men in the village and her tribe are not gonna like her. They're gonna saying she's this, she's that, or whatever. And she's gonna beat the predator's ass for some stupid reason or another. Go by the checklist. I'm telling you. Someone's gonna request it. It's inevitable. Someone's gonna request it.
Do
I
you
hate to
think
leave
they're
it.
going to have that bit with the gun 1715 since this takes place in 1719? Remember Predator 2?
I would not be surprised because whenever they do a new Predator film, they always try to say it's not a remake. It's not a remake. It still connects in the universe. I would not be surprised if that's the same thing here. Even though you could argue, despite one little scene in the film in the 2010 movie, it's not a remake. Despite the whole, hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? It's not a remake. But then why is everything happening coincidentally the same fucking thing? They go down a waterfall. Oh, they do this,
He
they do
says they are
that.
doing that,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah, of course. I'm not surprised, But hey, to me, it's only been the first two films. Of course,
I don't think they're paid. I think there are people. I
they
hate to
want to
say it.
believe. They,
I
they
don't
want
know if it's desperation or it's just
they want to honestly believe. That's what it is. They honestly want to believe. Believe me, I want
different
to believe
tastes.
too. I want to believe. I would like. I mean, the best feeling in the world. I know Matt will second this statement I'm about to make now. The best feeling in the world is to be surprised.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that great when you actually went, damn, I was wrong about that film. Like World
Yeah.
War Z, like Pain and Gain and whatnot, or Chip and Dale, or any many other films. Granted, we had nothing bad to say about Chip and Dale, it's just we were scared to get into whether we saw it. I loved it. That's number 2 of my favorites of the year so far. But
Good.
and whatnot. Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm glad you didn't mind Sonic the Hedgehog. Great job on the tribute. Very good
Well,
stuff,
thank
man.
you.
Yeah, ready to go. Very good choice, man.
Thank you.
And everything. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I liked. I prefer the first film. I don't hate Sonic 2, but I much prefer the Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers because just the creativity and everything was just amazing. Just what they did with it. Really took the way. That's the best feeling, to be proven wrong. You know? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much a toothpick. Or not even that. Maybe one of those things that go little type of thing. You blow it, stick the predator will fall to the floor. That's it.
Uh,
Or she'll skin the predator. There you go. That'll piss off more fans. Yeah, she's gonna skin the predator.
yeah, I mean, I would give the movie credit if it did that. 15 minutes in, they won't, but I would give credit. I'd be like, oh, ballsy, but they won't do that.
No, it's gotta be a woman lead. That's just the way it is. We can't put guys in the lead anymore. We did that with what's his name? The Spicoli guy from the Dead Pig guys know whatnot. We did that with this big nose guy in 2010. We need to have a woman in there because we need the vagina to kill the predator. Pretty much it. I don't know.
Or maybe her tits, like that one crappy movie I saw,
Yeah, but
Deadly Weapons.
I seen this girl. I mean,
I know, it's
she
raisins,
did raisin. Not even that.
raisinets.
And she gotta take a little. If she has a piercing, she wanna go here with a piercing. Pew. I don't know.
It's like chocolate chip.
Yeah, see.
And the Predator used whatever the hell that shield is, which is funny. It's this older film, and that shield never comes back. Like, no one ever uses that. Isn't that weird? I just thought of that. Like, that shield thing, it has a shield thing and it pops, and it's like blocked and stuff. In the trailer, the Predator,
I wasn't aware the predator even had that. Really?
it was in the trailer, but apparently that's never used again in the future in any other movie. Predator, you're using, you feel free to chime in.
Well,
There's like
please
the
do.
shield thing is like like
I
this.
wonder, is it really a predator or is it Boyd Holbrook going back in time with that fucking Iron Man suit that looks like a predator?
It's a predator, but I don't know if it's a female predator.
That would surprise me. That would surprise me because the stories I know they played with ideas in the past. They wanted to bring a female predator. There's been art drawings and pictures of it. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Or like one time, yeah, I love that idea you had, that Unforgiven soldier type idea where the predator is out of the hunt and for one reason or another is fighting bad guys.
Well, I thought like, okay, you have a
Something like
predator.
that.
What do they do when they retire? They're too old.
Yeah,
So this one's much more honor based, centered on being fair.
yeah.
He retires on this little part of the galaxy. there's some settlers. He leaves them alone because he lives in isolation, and they have like younger predators that may be predators that don't care about honor, that don't care about fairness, and they're just
Yeah.
killing women and children. And it's not that he cares about people; he cares about honor.
Yeah.
And by doing that, then he becomes like
I,
corrupts the soldier.
yeah. Exactly. Maybe I'm gonna kill them all, sir. Something like that.
A
Yeah.
predator versus predator, and
Yeah. That's how you do that
knowledge
the
and
right
stealth
way.
versus
Yeah. That,
hot-headedness.
yeah. Exactly. Because the whole thing. We could always play that game. They think he's old. They think he's obsolete. He's shit. And
Yeah,
he's proving them wrong in a way like what happened to Top Gun Maverick. These young pilots. He's always 60. And what happened? He kicked their ass in the training thing, so he knew they knew who they were fucking with and whatnot. You could do that here, but they won't do that because every time we have a new. Oh God, really? I'm sorry.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing that.
Well, there might be politics in there too, with the box too and everything, with agendas and everything. It's inside the
Her
box
box.
now. Yeah,
It's
that
her
box.
box.
Yeah, her box. Yeah,
No, her box between her legs open.
without the hair. Yes, and pins on there too. Anyway, no, but what was I going at? But you know,
Tucker Maverick, the
yeah,
younger,
the younger
the older.
guys, the arrogance of the younger people, and underestimating the older Predator. You could do that because when they bring back the older Predator in these later films, he's always a bitch. You had the classic Predator in 2010. He got his head cut off like a Highlander. You had this newer one, this practical Predator who got bitch slapped by the CGI Predator. See, that's your Predator versus Predator fights, folks. Need I say more? I mean, the Matt's idea sounds better. 10 times better.
Hey, what do we know, right?
I know. We're not part of the studio system. And if we did anything like that, they'll say, yeah, we'll do it. We'll sign contract. And then they'll pull a 180 on us. We try to pull out. Well, the lawsuits. You can't do that.
Exactly.
They get you by your nuts. It's all bullshit. That's why,
All the way in.
yeah, exactly. That's why, people ask the question, well, why don't you do better? Why try? You get in there, you try to do it, you get set one thing, you sign off, and then next thing you know, you're left holding the bag. Maybe that's what happened with Tim Miller. Maybe that's what happened with Robbie Rodriguez, to be fair.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe, who knows? Maybe. They will never openly admit it. You'll be like, nah, it seems like I'm bitter if I admit that. Nah. Or Fred Decker or Shane Black or whatever. Yeah. Fuck her and all her holes, too. Yeah, I agree with you, Chaz.
So, thank you guys in the chat for sticking with us. We'll be on for just a little bit longer since it's getting pretty late. Maybe 20 minutes
Okay.
or
No
so.
problem.
That's maybe 20, 30 minutes at most.
How long you started this, by the way?
I'm
How far
hour
you
and
came in?
47 minutes in.
Okay. All right. So you've been on here longer than me then. Why?
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. That's it.
Let's see. Nope. I don't know what horror film's coming out. If that's it, then we're in trouble.
The Black Phone.
That's the Ethan Hawke film.
That sounds like an interesting idea. I will admit, I'm a little curious about the idea for that. About this kid that's kidnapped by Ethan Hawke and how the spirits of all the Ethan Hawke's victims or these kids are helping the kid out.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that's going to turn out. If it's going to be a shitty ending or what. It's an interesting premise, but I'm not going to theater
It
for
feels
that.
like the entire movie's in the trailer.
Yeah, give or take. Halloween Ends. I want to say this one thing about Halloween Ends. I know
Okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis has been making all these statements. The ending is gonna piss off fans, and it's the
That's a
final
good
movie.
thing.
It's gonna piss off fans.
That's a good thing.
Let me guess. I'm calling it right here, right now. I know someone's gonna laugh because I think I've said this back and forth to him in messages. He's gonna win in the end. Michael Myers is gonna win in the end. Michael's gonna win in the end. That's what's happening. Michael Myers is gonna kill everybody. He's gonna kill Laurie Strode. Gonna kill the annoying granddaughter. He's gonna kill Will Patton. Finally, He's gonna kill everybody and go to fuck home and have a beer. That's what's gonna happen. That's how it was gonna end. Yeah, pretty much. But she got paid. She got a lot of money, so she's a crazy person with a lot of money. Or like Dennis Hopper would say, she's eccentric. There you go.
What I would not be surprised with the ending, what she means by that, the granddaughter becomes the new Michael Myers. We killed Michael Myers. What they wanted with Jamie Lloyd,
yeah,
they'll do that, and she'll wear the mask, and she will be the killer.
Which they'll never follow through with.
A female Myers. No, because ends, they'll just make another reboot. It'll be their trilogy. It'll end with her. It'll be emotional. The actual Michael Myers is gone. She thinks people like that granddaughter, so they'll be pissed off with that, and she'll kill Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
And she's the new evil.
Yeah. And she's the one that had the tattoo of the thorn or whatever.
We need a female Michael Myers. Come on, it's progressive. I would not be surprised. If I'm wrong, oh well. I think the movie will be shit regardless.
It's either she'll be the killer, Laurie Strode will be the killer, or Michael wins in the end. One of those two. One of those three, pretty much. I guarantee it's that. Yeah. It's that. But because it's not the first time they've done that, because what happened with that shitty Rob Zombie sequel? With that Laurie Strode. She went cuckoo. She wore the mask when she went out of the barn, depending on what ending, which version you see. And she sees fucking her mom and the fucking white horse Trigger from whatever, the Lone Ranger. Like you see.
Yeah.
And everything, you know? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about those films anymore. To me, it was just the first two, H2O. I know the biggest complaint H2O has, all the different masks. Somebody please do a deep fake. Not just a clip, a whole movie deep fake. Take the mask from 2018, put it on that H2O movie's head. You can do it. It's easy to do. You could do it. If I knew how to do it, I would do it myself. Do that. Instead of this one I saw where somebody put Stallone's face on Arnold. You seen that for the Terminator, the Raminator, or Rum, whatever. I think I showed you a clip of that one with Stallone as the Terminator and Willem Dafoe as Sarah Connor.
That was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Then Jim Carrey was one of the punks playing Bill Paxton. Shit. That was interesting. Do something like that. But do it, not the Terminator, but do it with Michael Myers and H2O. Take that same fucking mask, put it there, and that's it. Call it a day. And everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much. Yeah. Hook, line, and sinker. I dare Rob Zombie, which I know he's never going to do it. Do a film where there's no granted, people might say, but that's what he's doing with his monsters.
The monsters.
But I still don't trust it. I have a feeling, I guarantee, toilet humor will be number one. Because he can't get away with the F-bombs. A lot of farts are going to be in there. A lot of pissings going to be in there. Some shits will be in there. Not verbally, but, you know, oh, Eddie, why did you crap yourself? I'm sorry, Mom. Herman, you stepped on that dog turd. Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. It'll be something like that.
I just don't care for him as a director.
Stick to his music, as I've always said. Stick to his music.
I
think he did a new album. I heard like one or two of the songs. They're decent. I mean, they don't hold the candle to his early stuff, but they were decent. Some of the songs there. I don't know why he doesn't stick to the music. It's not like his movies are box office hits.
I talked a little bit about it. Efree hasn't seen it. We mentioned it. I only saw the first episode because it was a request. There were no other things requested. And my review's up if you want to check it out. It's lame. And I mentioned before, you know, they want to change the timeline. They want to do whatever fan fiction they want. Vader's going to be fighting Kenobi, beats his ass, and then if he beats Vader's you didn't need a fucking show to begin with. He was on the planet. His ass was settled in. He watched Luke. That's what happened.
To be honest, you didn't need 3 prequels either. One prequel could have just did it. You could did Revenge of the Sith or just the Phantom Menace. That was it. You didn't need Attack of the Clones. You didn't need I mean, there's only maybe one of the two prequels, the only ones I really watched, to be honest, are the Phantom Menace or Revenge of the Sith. That's it.
Yeah, Tower Clones is bad.
Exactly. It is very bad. Bad CGI, bad acting. And supposedly Hayden Christensen is in the Darth Vader suit. I don't buy it.
He
But
he is because he's done interviews and he's in the show.
he's in the show, yeah, but I doubt if he's in the suit. I mean, that's a whole
I think
different
he's in it
argument.
because that was one of his deals. If he did it, he'd have to be in the suit.
Well, let's see how well he could work his lightsaber skills in the suit and whatnot. I would admit the lightsaber fight between him and Obi-Wan and Revenge of the Sith was pretty good.
Yeah.
Granted, you can make the argument, but ain't the lightsabers will be more heavier because they're doing all this twirling and stuff and they force powers against each other. Good shit, but for what it had to be, but that was it.
Thanks once again, Bobby. What if The Rock and Arnold did a movie together? Well, Arnold had a cameo in the rundown, but if you made a full movie together, I don't know. The Rock, he'd have to really change his image up, or he has to really go outside of his comfort zone. And Arnold, I don't know what Arnold's problem nowadays. He seems, some of the weird shit he says, screw your freedom. If people didn't take the shot, he said, screw your freedom.
I don't know what's up with Arnold.
He said, you better take the shot, otherwise you don't deserve to be in America.
Well,
screw your freedom. He's very,
gung-ho, I guess you could say, on this thing and whatnot. I don't know. Arnold, he's got a lot of weird stuff going on. Like he has, granted, it's his thing. He's got a house full of animals, literally, in his kitchen and whatnot. So I don't know what's up with Arnold. I guess he's gone a little bit off the deep end since his marriage went to shit or whatnot and everything. I mean, Arnold should take a page from Bruce in a sense and retire because no one's hiring him for nothing. He's Terminator movies are a joke.
But do you think a film with The Rock and Arnold could work in today, or what it could be, or?
To be honest, at one point in time, I would have been curious to see that. But if The Rock, because I did revisit a film recently, Central Intelligence. They gave it on cable with him and Karen Hart. I will say, out of anything recent he's done, that's a step in the right direction.
I agree.
Him coming out of his comfort zone, playing this guy that's childlike in a sense and whatnot, actually looking like he's doing acting instead of just playing himself in the same fucking movie all the time. And the whole thing with no guns and CGI extravaganza bullshit. That's why I don't give him the accolades I give Stallone back in his heyday, and I give Arnold back in his heyday, Dolph and Van Damme, many other action stars, because they War and Tour did it all. And people might argue, oh, but all those years he had in the ring, maybe he broke some bones or whatever. Well, he knew the gimmick going into action genre, you're going to tear something apart. Something's going to get broken.
I think it's just he wants to keep his family image.
That's probably what it is.
The kid-friendly image. That's why he doesn't do R-rated films anymore. And The Rock, does films like Jungle Cruise, even Fast and Furious are PG-13, Jumanji films.
Yeah.
He keeps with that image. Even though that film with Ryan Reynolds that was lame.
Yeah.
Red Notice.
Yeah, pretty much. And plus, you hear all this stuff about him, being an asshole in a sense, coming to the thing late and this and that, I would have to take one big bomb to a point that he's going to have to come to terms with, you know what, I need to change. I got to take a chance, try something different, try to shake it up a little bit. Because I thought that's kind of what I thought he was going to do. Because I saw movies like Snitch, which is not that great, but I look at the acting, at least he's trying something new.
Well, didn't Skyscraper flop? And that didn't do much.
Yeah, that I know. I mean, it's got to be something bigger, something way bigger.
Like Baywatch flopped, and that was awful.
I don't know, maybe a lot of studios want to give it leeway. Come on. You can't hold them to just 2 movies. But meanwhile, if it's anyone else, get out, goodbye. That's probably what it is. They don't want to lose the the Dwayne Johnson money. No, we need him. We need him. Even the Vin Diesel keeps on extending these invitations. Come on, bro. Family. Come on. Come back for one more. Come back for one more. Come on.
But no, I would to answer his question. I would not want The Rock and Arnold in a film nowadays. I think it's too late.
If anything, Arnold will barely be in the film. If he's in the film, I guarantee he'll be the butt of jokes. The Rock will be the one doing all this, doing all that. Arnold maybe do one or two things at most.
How old is Arnold? He's pretty up there.
He's old. He's actually older than Sly.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, I don't know what's up with Arnold. Arnold needs to like just stay with your
He
animals.
needs to be quiet. Don't do this. Screw your freedom.
No, don't do that, Arnold. Stay over there. I know his son, the one he had with the maid that looks, Joseph, I believe his name is.
Oh, okay, different one.
Yeah, it's the Spanish one, Joseph. The one that looks like the one that actually looks like him, or whatnot. He's supposed to be coming down the pipeline with some films. Now I know his biggest thing is he doesn't want to be his father. I know he wants to be his own. So I'll be curious to see what he's gonna bring. Now he claims that I've seen an interview because apparently Stallone's daughters, the two older ones, they have a podcast. He was on there with them. Fun podcast. Would have to be. I think Stallone did one time. I think the mom was on there as well and such. But he mentioned that a lot of studios they see him, they want his dad, and he could do the accent, do that, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to be his own man. And okay, I respect that fact. You want to be your own man. Okay, can you deliver though? So that's going to be a lot of eyes are going to be on him.
I agree with that.
He really should. He really should. I mean, I would think after the last one, no matter who the fuck calls him, whether it's James Cameron or whatnot, sorry, I ain't doing that no more. I'm staying home with the animals. Jim, you doing something else. You staying to do that. That's it. The bad Arnold impression, I know, but hey, that's it. Retire. That's it. Plain simple. But I would curious to see what he's got coming down the pipeline, his son, just to see what the deal is. He might be worse. Who knows? I don't know. Let's see what the deal is. I don't know if they're coming out. I heard there's one that's done already. He's playing like a military guy, like a Die Hard type of scenario and whatnot. I mean, I don't know. See what the deal is with that. So far, the only legacy I do see that has potential is Kurt's son, Wyatt. Because I loved him in Overlord. He was great there and such. I would like curious to see what he does next. I've seen clips of his Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's probably the best part of the show from the clips I've seen and such, from his acting.
Well, technically, Bruce Willis was forced to do that
because of his health. His health. Oh, did they ever take away those Razzies? I know there was talks about taking those Razzies away from him.
I don't know what the official was. I heard that too.
Yeah, there was talk that we're going to remove his Razzies because they found out about this thing that he has, but no one knows how long he had it for. So yeah, that's the only thing. They're keeping that secretive. So I honestly don't think Bruce Willis cares if he gets it taken away or not, because what's the point? He's with his family. He's happy, he's smiling. Maybe that's what he needed at the end of the day, and such. I know Stallone doesn't hold any ill will towards him. I know he posted something online or whatnot, that no hard feelings or whatever. So Stallone isn't pissed at him anymore for that thing about the money for the third Expendables. Remember that whole thing about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it says here, after much thought, the Razzies have made the decision to rescind the Razzie Award given to Bruce Willis. So I guess they did rescind.
Well, of course. I think he's got 2 more movies coming out.
I saw a trailer for one with Michael Rooker.
Yeah, that looks interesting because if it's Michael Rooker as the lead, sort of like an Assault on Prison 13 type, sort of, or whatnot. Oh, did you see a trailer for a film which looks interesting? Even though I know you're probably going to recognize the premise, a movie called Hot Seat.
Mel Gibson, yeah, that was interesting.
And Kevin Dillon. Kevin Dillon's your lead.
Although that's another one that seemed like they showed the entire movie.
Yeah, that he's an ex-hacker who's now a tech support. Something happens. He's got a bomb in his computer chair. And he's forced to do all this shit. And Mel Gibson's the one that's figuring shit out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Mel Gibson. I would say he's got a little bit of a better track record than Arnold Sly, a little bit at least.
Did it seem Kevin Dillon was a bit rusty with the acting, or was it just maybe the trailer? Maybe I gotta see the whole movie.
Maybe. I know he had another film he was the lead in, which I think that had Bruce Willis in it, which I think also had Frank Grillo, where he's a lead.
Yeah.
So I know it's been like it's been forever since we've seen Kevin Dillon, because Entourage was how many years ago and such.
Quite a bit.
And I know this guy is it's out of sight, out of mind when it comes to interviews and whatnot. From what I understand, on that commentary to the Shop Factor on the Blob, supposedly I think Joe Lynch did talk to him, and I guess he's proud of the film or whatnot. Or I think Shawnee's. I know someone talked to him before when that features were out, when that Blu-ray came out. But I guess he's nowhere to be found for interviews. But I guess he's busy doing all this other shit probably. Maybe he's one of these actors. I don't want to talk about the past too much because I'm busy still working. That's why. Like Emilio Estevez. Oh, did you know that? Quick thing. On that breakdown Blu-ray, there's an interview with Jonathan Mastow that originally that film was supposed to be a big budget, or you could say a remake of Trucks. Because Dino De Laurentiis was the producer along with his, I guess, Marta De Laurentiis, and they still had their thing to Trucks. Yeah. But something happened. I think it was Stephen King. He didn't want to do it, but they already went on location. They had the trucks. They had the desert, and Jonathan Mastow came up with the beautiful script of the movie we got. But did you know that was originally supposed to be Trucks?
Yeah, it was on the feature.
Yeah. I thought I'd bring that up. I don't know. Yeah. You know that. Good shit. Yes, sir. Good stuff.
Let's see. Let me take a look at the chat. Let's see. I have no idea.
I think he's got another film coming out that's directed by Patrick Hughes, which I swear I looked at that trailer and I felt
Woody Harrelson.
It looked like deja vu. I mean, not Denzel Washington, but I'm like, I look at this. I've seen this before. We have a funny guy who's thrown into an extreme situation and whatnot. I'm like, what am I thinking?
Hitman's Bodyguard again.
Hitman's Bodyguard again. And also Central Intelligence again. Yeah. You could say. Because once again, we got an assassin who happens to be a bald-headed guy who's a badass who do all like Sam Jackson, which I love the Hitman's Bodyguard movies, but Woody's a good actor, but just I don't know. I don't know about Kevin Hart, to be honest. I tried to watch his stand-up special one time, like I just can't do it. Yeah, he can't do it. And then he patted himself hard on the back. Oh, I'm funny. No, you're not. You're not funny. You're not that funny, dude. I'm sorry, you're not. Tracy Morgan's funnier than you. That says a lot. Tracy Morgan on stage, I've seen him. He's funny. Even that newer one that he did for Netflix, where it was the one he did after his accident, where he got dressed up in the Saturday Night Fever disco clothes, which was funny and whatnot. Sort of made the spoof of himself going down the street eating the 2 pizzas and the truck hitting him. Granted, it's an inside joke because of his accident and whatnot, but that was funny, you know, and everything. Like a lot of comedians are more funny than Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, I know one time was talking shit to Eddie Murphy about concerts. I got this, I got that. It's more than Raw, but Raw's more funnier than you, man. You just gotta face it. He's good at interviews. Yeah. I know he had that thing. I don't know, was it on? I forgot. Was it Peacock? He had a show where he's like in a wine cellar. He's interviewing people. He's good at that. I liked him when he did one with John Travolta. He did a fun one with Ice Cube. But it ended with Ice Cube was about to kick his ass, so that was fun. How old are you? What, boy? What'd you say? All of a sudden, it cuts away. See, that Ice Cube was on to kick his ass. Something because he wanted to get Ice Cube to tell him how old he was. Ice Cube didn't want to tell him his age or something.
See, there's a question here. I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut. That's the Tom Cruise last Stanley Kubrick film. For what I understand, it's just a drama that's just weird. But I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut.
I sadly I have, and I did find the unrated cut. All of this is maybe a few seconds more of a little bit of sex stuff you see at the mansion. That's all it is. It's a weird what the fuck movie. To me, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, they did one good movie together. Granted, To be fair, I haven't seen Far and Away that he did with Ron Howard,
Mm.
but Days of Thunder to me is the best. I would even bold enough to say I like Days of Thunder a little bit more than Top Gun. That's just me. I think even Matt would agree. I know you're not that big on Top Gun, but what are your thoughts that versus Days of Thunder?
Days of Thunder, I probably would watch more
Yeah,
than Top Gun.
because I would say the love story in Days of Thunder works better because they were actually in love.
Yeah.
So you felt it on the screen, and such. And plus, I was more on his character. Granted, you can say it's almost a similar thing, Something happens to his lead character, and by the end, he has to overcome it. Kind of like Maverick in the first Top Gun, in a sense.
Yeah.
So the first Top Gun's love story, if it is a love story, you can just call it, well, sort of their moment, their bang they had with good music and tinted nights or whatever, and in Berlin, take my breath away. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not even a mention or picture on that wall in the hangar he's got.
Let's see. Check in here. If I click on it, come on, there you go. From what I understand, they didn't offer enough money, so she said, I'm not coming back. She shouldn't be coming back to begin with, because doesn't need 6 films.
Exactly.
They need 5 films.
3 movies is all you needed, period. That's it. 3 movies all you needed. Or if you want to say one and done, the first film, that's it, pretty much. I mean, to me, I don't mind Scream 2, but Scream 2 has a lot of problems. But I'd rather watch Scream 2 over Scream 4 and over this recent bullshit one, where you have the ghost of Billy Loomis in there. I don't know why, but it's a ghost in there. Those are bullshit.
In the same clothes he died in, so somehow she knew that.
Yeah, she never saw him before. I never heard of it. I never seen the film before. When I've seen clips and bullshit, and people bought into it. It made a big box office weekend. Bravo! You get a golf clap for me. Get a golf clap, fine. You got the box office weekend. I didn't bother with it. I gave up after the cult. The cult, or I like to say the clit of Chucky. After that, I just threw in the towel. I said, that check is in the mail. I'm done. I mean, I gave up with that. Yeah, we're okay. I actually liked the trailer. Did you see the trailer for that? Bullet Train with Brad Pitt, that David Leitch.
Yeah, I didn't mind the trailer.
Looks like
I forget
fun.
who's directing it.
David Leitch.
Well, hopefully, it's good.
Because I know he's hit and miss, that director. Sometimes.
Not the Atomic Blonde.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, could be good. Hopefully, it is good.
I mean, the only thing I didn't like about the trailer is I don't like the CGI train.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's the only thing. I guess they can't do miniatures anymore, or David Leitch got such a short fucking budget. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, what are your thoughts on? I was gonna ask you, even though it's not a full trailer, but it's an insider look of that Jamie Foxx vampire film. That Scott Adkins is supposed to have a small part in it. He's playing a pool cleaner. A pool cleaner. I think Snoop Dogg's in it as well.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
I don't know why, but
supposedly I hear he's only playing the character very straight. He's not gonna have no blunts on him, which would be interesting. I respect it. Wow, he's actually gonna play it straight, no blunts. He's not gonna play it like Huggy Bear and Starsky and Hutch or other movies you see where he's got a blunt in his mouth.
Hope so.
Nothing against anyone who likes blunts, but yeah, once in a while you gotta put it down and focus on the scene and shit.
Seems interesting. Seems better than whatever the new Blade film will be.
Yeah. He's playing a regular guy, supposedly, who's a pool cleaner. So it's supposed to be like a blue-collar lead, supposedly. Let's see what the deal is. 8711's doing the stunt work for it. J.J. Perry was a real interesting dude. He's a stunt guy. He's one of the main guys who's with Chad Stahelski. Him and Chad Stahelski were both in Bloodsport 3.
Oh, okay.
There's a funny story behind that on that very long Scott Adkins Art of Action interview with J.J. Perry. A lot of crazy stories this guy got and whatnot and everything. Like I would love one day if Daniel Bernhardt, Chad Stahelski, and J.J. Perry, the three of them, one reason or another, did a commentary for those Bloodsport sequels. I guarantee it'd be a lot of laughs. Because both of those guys, all three of those guys, seem like they admit there's some problems with that film, with those sequels, which I can watch them as time waster, but I can understand why you were not that big on them. I know you were not big on
Yeah.
the third one, especially. Like I don't know why do we need to have an opening where we have someone talking to kids about this Kumite
It's a
instead of just
weird
having
bedtime story.
yeah. I don't know why we need to put that in there.
This is a very nice comment, so thank you. Wish you the best as well.
God bless you, brother. Because okay, yeah, thank you.
Very
Very,
nice.
very, very thoughtful. God bless you as well. Yes, and whatnot and everything. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as it was 2 years ago. Thankfully, I mean we've gotten a little bit better, right? I know, despite this whole new type of what is it, monkeypox that's going around. Supposedly, thankfully, it's not killing no one. But I don't even want that shit near me. Fuck that. I mean.
No.
I remember when I had pox when I was 12 and it wasn't no day at the beach. Oosh. Goodness. Wow.
But uh, I think for Efree, it's about what 10.
I got
Pretty
10.
late.
Like I said, 10 or 10:30. But I know you've been out here longer than me, so I know if you want to knock out, it's up to you and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll wrap it up here. If anyone has any final questions, please feel free to send them. But thanks once again, Efree, for coming on by on
mhm.
short notice. I didn't know I was going to do it. Then I said, I'll do it and see what happens.
I know the original idea we were talking about. We were gonna do a dual type of rant on the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which we sort of did here in a sense and
But
whatnot.
it seems
Yeah,
fun to just talk with the chat and stuff because there's
yeah,
so many
that's cool.
different things.
Yeah, sometimes they would do like a chat that would talk about how shitty the movie is, and everybody would chime in, which they
Yeah.
did and whatnot. It was cool and everything and everything. I bought some Blu-rays recently. I can show that off. There you go.
Yeah, feel free.
Yeah, I got the Arrow video, of course, of Phantom of the Mall, Arrow's Revenge. I haven't seen the features yet on this. I'm looking forward to visiting this again. I know it was. Oh, by the way, thank you so much on the trailer confirmation. I'm glad you really enjoyed it and
Thank
whatnot.
you.
I know it was a lot to ask of you and such
Thank you, though.
and everything. I'm flattered that you thought I did the cyborg one, which I really wish I did. Fortunately, that was out of my pay grade. I did the low budget one with the police story with the super cop and whatnot. I did that, with the Devo. You remember? I know one time you mentioned that on one of your videos that you wanted to see Devo super cop use, which I guess I did that in there. I'm like, did you hear the song? Did you hear the song? Shit. Damn. I think that's why I gotta remember to put letters next time, like I did with the rad one. Okay, I made this. There you go. I gotta put that in there. Mind you, that's all. Yeah, but anyway, the other one I got was the features are pretty good on this. Of course, Extreme Prejudice. It has a 59-minute interview with Walter Hill. He doesn't talk about the film until the 33-minute mark, but he goes on a little bit of thing working with Sam Peckinpah, tells a story about Sam Peckinpah. Okay, quick question. Favorite Steven Seagal film? It depends on which day. Some days I could say Hard to Kill. Other days I could say Out for Justice. I pick and choose. But like if I had a top five, it'd probably be Out for Justice, number one. Hard to Kill, number two. Under Siege, number three. Number four, Above the Law. Number five, Marked for Death. So that'll be the top five right there. Steven Seagal's best, in my opinion. Well, the 59-minute interview with Walter Hill, pretty decent stuff. Fun stories. Talk about working with Steve McQueen, Sam Peckinpah. Gets into the movie. Talk a little bit about the film. The two good interviews are actually one's called with Michael Ironside, which is like 22 minutes. He has some fun stories to share about the film and whatnot, including a story about a blister, which I don't want to spoil, but it's a hilarious story he talks about. So that's 22 minutes. There's a 24-minute interview with Clancy Brown. More fun stories, including a hilarious story involving Michael Ironside. When they're seeing when they kill these two guys out in the middle of nowhere. There's a fun story behind that and everything. And everything like that. So the only one feature I didn't look at was the one with the DP because I'm not really interested in what the director of photography has to say, but nothing against that. I wanted what the director and the writer had to say. Nick Nolte is nowhere to be found. I can expect that because Nick Nolte is Nick Nolte. He'll do interviews. So. This one I haven't seen the features of yet, of Steel Dawn. Very underrated Patrick Swayze film. And of course, last but not least, I bought the right one because I know Matt remembers when I mentioned to him in the message that I bought the Arrow video of this. This is the 2 disc. And apparently, Arrow video, to my chagrin, they have a couple of different versions of this. I didn't read it the right way, and I bought a 4K one by accident. I seen it said 4K Blu-ray, so I thought it was one of those things where it's a 4K disc and it's a Blu-ray disc. No, it's just a 4K disc. Now I got a 4K player, but I know Matt has a 4K player, so that's why he got it, and it's coming soon to his house near you, pretty much near him. So there's the 2 disc. It has the documentary of that Life After Flash, I believe, with Sam Jones, which I did see before, and I played it. It does work, so maybe, good fucking movie. I love Flash Boy. The only thing is the menu is weird, though. For some reason, the menu shows a scene from the movie, but there's no music, which is strange. I would think, okay, usually you put Flash, or put score. No, it's not in there for some reason. Maybe, I don't know, in your version, maybe you got it. But it's in the movie Flash, because when I watched the opening, the music is there, so I know it's not a copyright shit. Maybe somebody fucked up on Arrow video. I don't know. I got that. I did get Grand Theft Auto, not the video game, but the 1977 film. Ron Howard first directed. Pretty fun film. The commentary on that is actually pretty decent with Ron Howard and Roger Corman. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you agree. Yeah, they're pretty good films. Steel Dawn especially, because that's always the one that gets left to the curve and whatnot, gets kicked to the curve. It's like a post-apocalyptic Western, which I love that. The asset to it, I'm looking forward to seeing the features on that. So I think there's a commentary with the director.
I've never heard of this film. Tiny Lister was the lead.
Really? I know there's another film called American Justice from the 80s, which I think was it Gerald McCraney from Simon & Simon is the villain, and Jameson Parker is the supporting lead, and Gerald McCraney kills Jameson Parker, which is kind of weird because they were both in Simon & Simon together.
Oh, this one's a 2014 film. Yeah, Tiny Lister's the lead and has John Schneider in it.
Really?
And James Russo.
Wow. Who
I've
directed
never heard of it.
Did John Schneider direct it? You might as well take a pass.
No.
He's not a good director.
Although it has a 2.9 on IMDb. Demetrius Navarro. Never heard of this director.
Unless that's an alias for John Schneider. I don't know. It
says American Justice 2015 on IMDb.
Well,
2.9.
Well, I don't know, Chaz. Are you going to request that for Matt to talk about? I don't know. Maybe Matt can test the water for that one. Apparently, there's a vampire film. I saw clips. I forgot the name of it. That stars Fred Williamson, Richard Roundtree, and I think Tiny Lister Jr. is in it. I forgot what. I know it came out a few years back when Tiny Lister Jr. was still with us. I seen a clip of it. Apparently, Fred Williamson and Richard Roundtree are playing buddies, but the effect looked very cheap, like most of Fred Williamson's movies are, and such, and everything. I forgot the name of that. I know it's a Fred Williamson film with him and Richard Roundtree. I seen a clip of it and whatnot. It's interesting to see Fred Williamson in the vampire film, but it might not be a good idea because it's low budgets and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if he produced it or directed. That's Fred Williamson, He's hands-on, the hammer.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I think that's the guy that gave Smokey the angel dust.
Yeah, I think Demetrius Navarro. Yeah, he was on this show, this sitcom on the Telemundo I used to watch called Los Pantran. If anyone remembers that show, it was a sitcom. I know the guy who was the lead on that sitcom. After Los Pantran ended, George Lopez would put him in George Lopez show as the father-in-law. Funny enough, and everything. Okay. Yeah, whatnot. Yeah, so I remember Demetrius Navarro. He was in that.
This would be a nice way to end it. Sequel pitch for Dread 2.
Have it take place in the cursed earth. One reason or another, like the first film was an action film in the vein of the 1980s, which I love that film a lot, with all my heart. And have it take place in the cursed earth, where for one reason or another, Dread is out there. He's looking for a killer. You're taking notes from the Batman. He's looking for a killer. You want to put in that cannibalistic family. If I understand, they're in the comics or in the books or whatever. Put them
Hmm.
in there, make it more like a horror movie, or make it like The Hills Have Eyes. Like, you think the cursed earth is bad, wait till you get this motherfucker outside. He did damage in peace trees, he'll fuck shit up out the cursed earth. The mutants gonna be running the fuck away from this man. That's it. Get Carl Urban. He's been willing to come back. I know there's been rumors going around they want him for the next Wolverine, but Wolverine in the MCU, it's gonna be neutered badly, very neutered. I'm still surprised they haven't did X-23. I would think, but was not the whole point of having X-23? And
Well, because Fox made that movie,
yeah, of course,
and now Disney don't
they're
care
gonna,
about Fox.
of course they don't. They want to do their own shit and fuck everything up to all be damned. But Dread 2, I would like to see it take place in the cursed earth. Well, how about you? Any ideas? How would you like to do?
I want the Judge Death character
That'd be interesting to do like the
and
supernatural thing to it.
have a horror action movie, like
That's not,
Dog Soldiers
yeah,
type of Aliens type of. Whereas Judge Dredd with a group of judges, and they kind of, like you were saying, they're cocky. They think Judge Dredd's nothing. Kind of like Rambo in 2008.
yeah, with the whole mercenary thing. Yeah,
I forget what Judge Death does, but if like maybe he makes people into monster-like practical effect, and I don't know, there's a section of town, kind of like Blade 2.
yeah,
So it's kind of like a Blade 2 type of thing. Or maybe he's got to work. I don't know, that type of thing. Just a horror action film. I mean, I don't
yeah.
know the details, but of course, for all the crappy films that get sequels, Dread can't get a sequel. But
I
you
would
know, it's all.
think, I would think, like what happened with John Wick when that came out, that didn't make no money. But when it came to VOD and Blu-ray sales, we could get sequels, which they did a wonderful job with those. I would think, man, what about what's up with Dread? Dread didn't get any love when it hit Blu-ray or DVD or VOD, or is it they lost that much money on the fact that they sold off a lot of sets? Now they can't get the sets back. It could be that. I don't know. I know there was
Or
all this talks about with the Netflix thing. But what you were saying?
no, I think they, even though there are people who like it, they think if we put enough money, there's not going to be enough people that will actually go and see it, like the first film, and they
Well,
don't want a bomb.
that's what it is. It's like being in Vegas. You gotta put the slot machine, take a chance, but nobody wants to take a chance. There's jobs involved, of course.
Yeah, apparently when Fox was still around, they made an Alien vs Predator R-rated animated film, and now that's disappeared when the merger happened.
Of course. Because God forbid it might have been good.
And we
God,
didn't make it, and if we don't want to be shown up,
that's what it is. Even though it's obvious no one likes the merger. No one does. But of course, they somehow make money because they stay afloat thanks to these MCU movies and whatnot. All
which
these
I'm tired
Avatar
of.
movies. I'm tired of them too. I
What
see
was the
the
last
trailer for
Marvel?
Black Adam, and
Yeah.
Black Adam doesn't impress me.
What was the last Marvel film you saw?
That was actually good.
No,
Uh,
any.
Last one I saw, and I just said that's it. Endgame.
Yeah.
Endgame. That was it. I was like, yeah, I don't like these movies no more. Between
Um,
Infinity War and Endgame, that killed it
for
for me.
those who ask, why did you not like Endgame?
Well, Hulk is now a nerd with breakfast tacos and
Steve
selfies.
Urkel.
Steve Urkel.
Did you see
It's,
how he was afraid of She-Hulk in that trailer?
he is
Remember?
really, of course.
Oh, did you see the trailer of She-Hulk? That's
I
the
did.
your. Remember, like she's trying to get out, and Hulk's like, "Oh no!"
Because Mark Ruffalo, hey, that's what it is. They keep giving him these shitty things. It's all bullshit. It's all shit. I don't give a fuck about those movies no more. I mean, my favorite would always be this one over here. This
And
is
you're a
my
big
favorite.
Hulk guy. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You're a big Hulk.
I mean, did I follow the comics a lot? No. My attachment is the Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno show, which I know some people might say that has no merit. To me, it
So
has
will you say
merit.
that's your favorite superhero?
Yeah, because I grew up with the show, the whole thing of being angry, turning green, and the story, the tragedy of the man on the run. That's why I really love this film a lot. It's
Yeah.
kind of like you took the show and you gave it money and you made it bigger for what it had to be and everything like that. That's
And then
why
Endgame.
nowadays, that's why nowadays I respect Edward Norton. I'm glad, in a sense, he was not involved in this because He would not let this happen with this whole stupid thing with the Hulk, with the breakfast burritos and the glasses. Oh, but they want to make it the way he was a thing. Well, it is what it is. He's a joke. He is a joke. I agree with Eric. He is a joke. And his new Thor film, don't get me started on that, because that looks even worse.
Get star on it. That'd be the way to end it.
He's butt naked and everything. And I predict it right here, right now. Valkyrie and Jane, the movie. That's pretty much the movie. Valkyrie and Jane. Thor's a fucking idiot throughout the whole movie. And that's going to be a story. Pretty much. Like everything else.
With Guardians of the Galaxy in there.
Guardians of the Galaxy, of course. I like the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I don't care about this new one that they got down the pipeline, to be honest. I can't think of any other recent Marvel film. Thor Ragnarok, sadly, I don't mind the film because I know it obviously took notes from this because the way it looks and everything like that. I mean, I respect it for that. But in a sense, if you think about it, that tone and its shift and whatnot.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Gary. That's right. Fuck it in his pants, yeah. But that shift tone, make it into a full-blown comedy, was a bad choice in retrospect. Because now, after Thor Ragnarok, all the Marvel films got to be like that now. Including what they did with Doctor Strange, which I know that's your boy, pretty much. I never seen the first one, but they keep doing it. He's a fuck-up, and we have a female villain. She's not really a villain because of this, and that.
Scarlet Witch,
yes. So it's shit. There was once upon a time I liked the Marvel films for what they were doing. Nowadays, no. To me, they're almost, in a sense, worse than Michael Bay's Transformers movies. And I can still watch the 2007 first film. The second, third film, not so much, but it's worse than the Bay films. At one point, I would say they're better. Now, not no more.
Yeah, Disney don't mess everything up. They're too powerful. They've got their fingers too many projects. Now with Predator, now with Alien.
That's why they're not doing nothing with Alien. They keep doing shit with Predator.
They don't do more with Alien. They've announced they don't do either a movie, a TV show, or both for Hulu. For Alien.
Well, I would not be surprised if the Xenomorphs pop up in the last shot of this recent Prey film or show, I should say. Is it a film or a show? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Prey's a movie.
Well, I would not be surprised if it ends with an embryo there or a Xenomorph popping out of nowhere. I would not be surprised. Yes, this is gonna be next. They'll say something like that. But it's just bullshit to me. I have no love for these what Disney's doing anymore. Mickey Mouse is not even in the fucking title anymore. Maybe you see Mickey Mouse, you don't see Mickey Mouse anymore.
They just stopped playing for 10 years, B. James. They just stopped playing for 10 years. I mean, the Flash and all that stuff over there. And for Marvel, they got the Marvels, the new Captain Marvel movie. They got Blade, which that'll be crap.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Miss Marvel. So it's a different Captain Marvel, supposedly. Miss Marvel.
Oh no, those are two different things. There's Miss Marvel. What's her nationality?
Hispanic?
I don't know. They made some deals like this is the first. One of those. This is the first.
But did you see the picture when they showed Supergirl? Doesn't she look like Miss Marvel? The new costume they have a Supergirl. I swear she looks just like she look like Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Because God forbid we can't have, of course, the red skirt and the boots. This sexist. Of course. That's why I stick to my action films. I stick to my older stuff. I don't give a shit. People can talk all the shit they want. It's my preference. That's it. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going with my uncle. I'm going to take him Father's Day to go check out John Carpenter's The Thing on the big screen.
Oh, you're lucky. Very lucky.
Well, if you're in the neighborhood, you can come with us. But fortunately, you're not in the neighborhood. It'd be nice. Then afterwards, go to IHOP. Yeah.
Real quick, this show, Miss Marvel, is the first Muslim superhero.
Well, of course, any agenda they could throw in there, of course. Any agenda. Nothing
Uh,
against anyone who's Muslim, by the way.
no,
It's just everything. We gotta throw
the
everything.
fact they go with that, not who the character is, her personality, any charming things. That's what all they care about.
It's like the thing with the black Superman thing. We want to make Clark Kent black. We want to do this. Why? Oh, because we want to make him. But why? There's other in the comics. There is black Superman. Other characters. Why don't you do that? Like what they did with Spider-Man, Miles Morales, with Spider-Man. Oh no, no. Want to make Clark Kent black? But why? Nothing to why. There's other characters, other Superman. You know, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They just want to do their own shit for gimmick. They want to make Superman's son gay just for a gimmick. They want to do everything else for everything's a gimmick. That's what they should call it. Superhero, the gimmick. That's what it is. You can't just take a brand new character, make a superhero, and then maybe you could put the Muslim stuff, you could put the gay stuff, you could put then you put that on the sideline. But you know, the main thing is the character. What do you know about the character? Besides he's black, besides he's Muslim, besides he's gay. See, you don't know, right?
No.
But he's Muslim. Okay, but what? Okay, what about the character? But he's Muslim. What about the
But if you say that, you're racist.
I know. You see? That's why it goes with that.
There you go.
Well, there you go, man.
Because he probably doesn't know. You don't know who the character is and why you should care.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. They would say, "We're doing it for you, Mr. Taysom. We're doing it for you."
Yeah. That's what it is. They want to say, well, we're doing this for you, but why? Just so you can have your particular superhero? A superhero should be for everybody. Everybody to relate to. Not just because we're going to do it. Just because there's one person with one
I
goal.
love Blade and Blade 2, and I'm not black. Because I don't care about it. I like Blade and Blade 2 a lot.
Yeah.
Way too underrated.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
Hey, I love the Bruce Lee films. I'm not Asian. I love come on. Yeah.
Except Game of Death.
Well, I can watch it. I can understand. I can understand. I get it and such. It's crazy though. Yeah. I guess the party's winding down, so I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. No one likes to be singled out.
Exactly. That's a good point. Exactly. Jojo is a good point.
But yeah, we'll end it here. That's the best thing to end it on. Fuck Marvel. That's what they're just separating people. But they feel it's inclusive, but they're just separating people more.
That's what they're doing. They're not helping the matters. You know, it's like, we made this for you. So this portray that. But why you gotta separate it? A hero should be for everybody. Everybody could look up to, whether it be black, white, Hispanic, Asian, etc. Gay, straight. I mean, a hero is for everybody to look up to. It's nothing. There's no mark on it. I know Michael King did a wonderful video on this. The Choice Voice about Superman, about Black Superman.
Yeah.
Wonderful video he did on it, where he broke it down and such, and everything like that. Superheroes for everybody, not just to black, white. No, it's for everybody and such.
But yeah, everyone in the chat, take care.
You guys take it easy, guys. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Matt, for having me on.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm gonna go get some Z's now.
Exactly. Take care, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a safe week. Have a good night. And take care.